Yeah, okay. Maybe you can let us know in the chat if we are, if you're able to see us here. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Yeah, there we go. We are back.
55-cent winner right now on GNUS, as you guys can see. Do you want to go to the chart here, guys? If you can, GNUS right now, short this name. Yeah, whenever you guys are ready. There we go. Yeah, short GNUS right now popping off. This is almost $1 into the money, so that's a big one. Our SPY today, you see the market ripping up along 315 up to 316.50. Let's see if we can get some out. Thanks for all those notes, guys. Looks like we're back live here, Brendan.
Jump into things. If you missed it off the top, we had some technical difficulties there, obviously. Big jobs number out this morning. Really surprising number, 2.5 million on the ad side for the jobs in the U.S. last month versus a big drawdown that was expected. 8 million jobs were expected to be lost. Came in obviously much higher than that. Maybe we can reset here and jump over to the desk and say good morning to Valeria.
Good morning and hello everyone. Guys, I wish you a great trading day and we are here to make it even better. Sign up for our daily free watch list. Hit the link I'm sending out on the chat and put your name and email address. And of course, guys, your support is so important for us. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you later. Back to traders.
All right, yeah, Genius Brands off to the races here already to the downside. What a crazy stock that was yesterday throughout the afternoon, doing all kinds of volume. So much to get through. Let's bring in the guys here and we'll jump into things if we can. Off to a busy start already this morning, guys. We had quite the numbers out on both sides of the border here, as we've been saying. Employment much better than expected last month. Unemployment rate, I wanted to mention, 13% on both sides of the border. Also much better than expected. They were looking at 19% in the U.S. and 15% here in Canada on the unemployment rate, but obviously much better than expected.
Yeah, kaboom is, I guess, the word you want to use here. Market shooting up on that news. I mean, there's so many names that are going to be up today. You can't even list them all. I'm literally looking at Hertz about to break $3. $3 any second now, so watch out for that break. Boeing already took out 200. It's going to be a wild end of the week, and it's been a crazy, last couple of months, but this week has been absolutely insane. When you get AAL making moves from like $13 to 21 in just a matter of a couple of days, I mean, it's a trader's dream around here. So, of course, with the delayed start here, guys, we have a lot to cover in the next 25 minutes before the open. Looking at a lot of names today. Watching right now, Hertz at $3, guys.
Yeah, and this is, we have this GNUS right now. I know that's going to be a popular name. We tried to get more shares short when we broke through 580, but of course it's SSR. And bang, there it is. The spiders goes out a $2. So we went long here, $3, guys. This is that jobs number that we talked about. Let it open up, hit it up. We take it long on the second candle break. And wow, the Dow's going to be up like 700 points. We take the long here, 314, take it out a little bit up here as a top. And then just now we sit just ahead of 317. So guys, it's already a cowbell time. And then we have Genius Brand short, which we've already run that gauntlet as well. So we still have 40% of this one left. So yeah, to say it's been a big day already would be a understatement, to say the least, Brandon.
Yeah, lots to get to here this morning, guys. We'll jump into things. Travel related companies moving around once again throughout the week. It's been the airlines, it's been the cruise operators leading the market to the upside. Banks as well, also strong, but we'll focus on the travel companies here. Gapping up further this morning, American Airlines was just insane yesterday. The volume, the move to the upside, extending those gains again today, up another nearly 40% on the two-day move here. So nice look for AAL once again, guys. Where are we now? 21.5. Wow, for AAL here.
Yeah, I mean, the daily chart is interesting to look at. It's basically like a wall to the upside. It's like the Great Wall in the Game of Thrones here. You can pretty much throw out a lot of the levels when you're watching a few of these names today. And by a few, I kind of mean a lot. When you're looking at American Airlines, you're just going to have to play a momentum at this point. Maybe some even dollar type of breaks, whether it's going to be 22. If it was a gigantic flush, I don't know, man. Look for 18 was... I kind of thought that would be a little something at 1820, 1850, but now we're so far away from that. who knows? It's got to be such a huge move to come in. I do want to get you to another one. VISL was another trade. Someone was asking about it. It's another one of these small caps. I did have this one. Just got in at 144. As we're chasing a couple of these, it started to flush off. It's already down 10 cents here. It looks like it'll be about a move to about 115 would be that bottom. So, look for about 20 cents of return. I'm taking some out here at about 134. But American Airlines, like at this point, you're looking for breaks of key levels, play the momentum. The volume will be so big. You just have to stay involved if you can, and you're going to be active. And Hertz, I mean, there's a tremendous amount of shares going off here at $2.97 to $3 even. Hertz at some point could explode through this $3 mark, guys. It's done, 28 million shares in the pre-market already. And there it goes right now through 3 even. Just got some shares at 301 there, so not too much slippage. If there's any kind of a fail really early, you take some off, scalp a little, maybe buy a little bit of a dip as well, guys. So already on the move, few names here.
Yeah, and I don't even know what to do myself anymore. We'll just wait to see on this one. AAL, we gave you that banger yesterday. We'll wait to see what it does today. But yeah, just to give you guys a market imbalance locator here. I know, Neil, we kind of went off on some of these stocks here. There's a bunch to come, but look at Hertz, guys. This is what we're talking about. 7 million to buy. So definitely a good looking trade there. Delta, CCL, Ford, everything, GE. I mean, everything's on. I mean, look, these are just, it's like a rebalance day or something. These are all bids. They're all huge, guys. Have some fun today. Let's go.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking when I sat down this morning. The volume, just the volume alone that had been traded already was amazing. So many symbols over that kind of million share threshold that I like to look at. Let's go to one of those, Work. Slack Technologies. They reported slowing quarterly sales growth as the market was expecting a surge on that number, reporting earnings last night that actually topped expectations, both on the per share and revenue side of things, but there were some numbers that were a little bit questionable. They also withdrew their full year 21 billing outlook, citing uncertainty surrounding, obviously, the coronavirus. So yeah, pretty ugly look here for Work today, guys. We're down significantly, actually right at these lows from aftermarket yesterday.
I mean, the thing about Work is, as of course my chart goes to Hertz, is that it's been such a big run, and I mean that's the thing. When stocks make this kind of a move off the bottom here, $16 all the way yesterday at close, $40. So yeah, you're going to see a big move down 16.9%. So we're coming back down to this 50-period moving average. That's something that could be exciting. There's a lot. This is that kind of garbage that I'm talking about here. There's a lot of it right in this area. So what we're going to have to do is see what it does right now as we bounce around $31. It topped down at $31.38. I actually liked the long in this name if it held up, because I thought that this little break here could be kind of good, $33.25. But right now we're super low on this one. I think a break above 32 would be nice, but you got to get through this kind of stuff here. I'm only looking long on names today, guys. So that's.
I want to take a step further. Actually, on Work, I only want the breakout. Cloudera, I thought the same thing and tried to fade into it and get cute with a good price. Forget about that nonsense. It's only a breakout on Slack. It has to take out a key level. I like that high one at 33.25, but wow, Hertz making another move here up towards 350. So if anyone bought this at 80 cents, congratulations. Hertz is going kind of to the moon here in a $3 break that was just doing so much volume in the pre-market there at 97.98 without being able to flush down. You kind of saw this one coming to the upside. So grab the 301 long. So much liquidity, no slippage at all. Able to take some out here. In the 29 is my last exit. Let's see if it makes another run to 350 or so. Still have 30% of the position on, but Hertz. It is what it is, guys. You got to ride the wave on these stocks, even if it makes no sense to you. It doesn't make a difference. You got to play the price action and watch what's happening and look at these charts, guys. It's just it's self-explanatory around here. And I think Slack, it's down 13%. Look for a bottom pick, double bottoms, breakouts. That's the kind of thing.
Busy morning continuing. I mean, we're 10 minutes into the show. This is already a busy morning. Luckin Coffee here, guys. Another one doing significant volume in the pre-market after a huge day yesterday as well. 15 million shares on this thing already today. We had a huge move up. Topped out at around 490 yesterday in the midday. Look at where we are today. Just coming back into $6 here, guys. Up 50% just on the day.
Actually talking about Luckin at $6, like okay, yeah, I was not thinking that. Yeah, okay, so $6 on Luckin. Look, I mean, I actually today, just to let everybody know, like, I'm not sure how heavily I'm going to be trading today just because of the fact that this market is crazy. Like, we need to wait for some levels to come through here. Luckin is going to be one of those names again. I mean, up 45%. We saw the run over the last couple days. I mean, yesterday as well, you open around 260. Like, yesterday you opened 260, and then today, you top out at 650. So, I mean, that's a $4 move on a company that we don't even know if it's going to get delisted. We don't know anything about this. So, I mean, people are chasing money after garbage stocks. So when you're doing that, it's just going to give you a situation where there's like a euphoria and people think they missed the boat. So they get in and they buy. So I don't know. Luckin Coffee right now, I'm going to have to see if we have shares short, but 580, I guess, if we come down and break that, looks like we're breaking 6 right now. This top was 580. Ideally, I'd like to see us break back down below 5. But again, like I don't know what's going to happen today. I got Boeing in my own account. I mean, Boeing's another example. I got this in my own account a couple days ago at 156 or something like that, 157.50. Like, it's 203. Like, it just broke through 200. Shout out to Greg that mentioned about 200 break. I mean, look, these stocks, guys, today, I mean, everything is just off to the races here. Look at Boeing. I mean, $120 May 15th. It's June 5th or 6th today. So you're ripping up, everything's clearing everything out. And I don't know. I mean, I know we started on Luckin Coffee, but I don't know what to think really about any of these names here. The Dow keeps pumping up. The markets keeps bumping. I mean, this Spiders position that I have that I'm now out of is now huge, way bigger in the money now, ripping up. Look where we bought it just a little bit. This is $3 ago. I don't know, Neil. I mean, everything is just going nuts. Hertz still continuing.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. And, to get back to a brief second to Luckin here, I mean, I sat down and was thinking to myself, same thing like you, $5 breaks. That's capitulation for some people that might be in this long 540. I like that level potentially as well. And now you're literally $1 above those key prices. I think you just really got to see selling come in. I mean, if you're long in this name, where would it have to go for you to want to sell? If a short seller, that's what you got to be thinking here. And, for me, it really is that 5, or it just has to make such a parabolic move after the open that there's an obvious fade. GNUS gave you one of those a couple of days ago. It gave you one yesterday as well. So we know those moves can be there. But if you're trying to short, you just got to be very patient for them.
Let's go back to Hertz, guys. Obviously a huge move. We've been talking about it a little bit here, but I want to go back to Hertz because there's going to be a lot of people who maybe can't trade in the pre-market or don't wish to trade in the pre-market. So let's look at this as if we're coming into the open here flat. What do we do with Hertz here? I mean, we're up 120% on the day, just broke $3. What do we do with this thing? I mean, you have to look at it, I think, just based on the volume, but how do we trade this if we're coming into the open here flat?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing for me, it hurts. You got to consider the fact that we have direct market access, so we can be very, very active getting in and out. And with it's going to do a couple of 100 million shares worth of volume. So things like 10, 15 cent moves in and out very fast could be things that we do here. So for those of you that can't, you're just looking for like break back type of trades. I mean, breaking the backs of other traders. So I mean, I'm looking at 350 breaks. I'm looking at some obvious points of consolidation where it starts to come off, where you get a big flush down, and maybe you look at something like 270, you look at this $2.90 to $3 range, and then that might be where the selling stalls out. You catch a quick little long type trade. That's the sort of thing that you want to be looking at here on Hertz. I mean, really, 340, 350, I came in and had that one written down for a break. So thankfully, the $3 move, that's where I took most of it out in front. But if you don't have those types of levels, you really are just playing a trend. You just want to make sure that you have an idea of what your risk is going to be pre-trade. If you get long and you want to do a short-term trade, if you say to yourself, okay, here's my level, and I'm risking 10, 15 cents or 20 cents, just make sure you stick to that because it'll move pretty quick on you.
Ripping up here like nuts. I was going to look just on the same topic here, Brendan, American Airlines, like people going to be logging in today and noticing what's going on with this stock. You go to a 3-minute chart, you see yesterday's 40% move, and this is the move that we had long down here. So it was fantastic. Anybody riding that up to 18 today, but then you wake up and you see 20, 21, $22. I'm just wondering, are people going to be taking profits here today, guys? So yeah, I'm going to be shorting most of these stocks, but that's the thing. You don't want, I mean, Neil just talked about it. You don't want to stand in front of, hey, what's up, Dax? I see you, nice little tweet at me there. I see you've got it on your laptop going on there today. Guys, hit the subscribe, hit the like. We're back every single day. Shout out to Dax, one of our guest traders years that's been on the show and with us here at Day Trade the World. But 2107, 21 maybe and change breaking here on AAL. So we'll wait to see if that wants to come through. But yeah, I just, everything ripping up here. Watch out. I would say fade any of these big names here. Let's see CCL. That's been a big destruction point for me as well on the longs lately, but look at this bumping up again. And again, you're getting a little bit of a fade in. Even though the market's not coming, a lot of these stocks are coming back just a little bit. I would be very, very cautious on buying anything at open right now. I mean, mind you, like a Hertz or a Luckin or something like that, but any of these rippers like CCL, AAL, DAL, I'm just going to watch out, man. There seems to be a lot of excitement around these names here. And I don't know. I think it's a little overdone, but we'll see.
Guys, we didn't mention it at the start there, but worth talking about here. I think Trump is going to speak at 10 a.m. this morning on this jobs number, obviously a blowout jobs report. So that's coming up. I mean, they said 10 a.m., so it'll probably be 11 or later, but we'll keep an eye on that as far as Trump coming on TV. Let's go on to the next one here. Foresight Autonomous, the first of the little ones. FRSX is the ticker. They filed for a patent for some technology that uses thermal cameras and also AI to detect COVID-19. So obviously going to be a lot of use for that type of technology in the near future. 103% here, guys, on FRSX, another one already kind of fading back in.
Yeah, I did take a shot at shorting this one around 215. I wasn't able to catch this little rollover that you see here at 854. It's up 100%, but this one actually seems like it's behaving like a normal stock here. Well, I mean normal like a normal day would be. So it's doing a nice little slight rollover. I think you use $2 as the next level, 230 type of break to the upside if it wants to participate in this ridiculous rally. And this is every instinct in my body is telling me that I should cover the last of this Hertz. But I don't know if it's going to $4 at this point. But FSRX, if it pulls back in off the open and fails to get through 230, I'll probably be shorting it in this 210 to 215 range or so on the way back down. But it can't break 230. I think that's going to be a break to the long. Despite the fact that it's up 100%, you just got to ride the wave on these, I guess.
Wow, look, it hurts. I didn't even look at. I mean, I'm not honestly. You don't even need to come to me for any of these. I'm not even going to be looking at them too heavily. There's just so much trading today. Yeah, FR whatever that was, SX, just another name. XSPA. I know you're going to go through this right now, Brendan, as well.
Yeah, the next one here, big mover from yesterday, guys. XSPA 57%. Again, today, we're all the way up here to $3 on this thing. They operate in-terminal spa-type facilities in airports. So obviously, economy's reopening, airports reopening, flights starting to take off again. That's good news for them. They also announced the end of last month they're teaming up with JFK to put some COVID-19 screening into Terminal 4 at JFK.
Yeah, I mean, this is a name that we've sort of been talking about the last couple of days here, and XSPA has been a solid trade. I feel like today there could be something here, but I just got out of Hertz at 366 because I actually wanted to be flat off of the open. XSPA, yeah, if it takes off the top, maybe you're involved in it. I did have 255 as a level. I think any short is probably going to run into a little bit of a base at that price, but that's all I really have to say about it. I'm not shorting one of these until I'm really, really confident that we have some kind of a level we can work off of and some selling has come in. So while that happened to be true, at least a little bit in FRCX, not yet in XSPA here, guys.
I did want to give a shout out to Some Way Entertainment. Thank you so much for the super chat, as well as Enrique. Enrique here every day, just buying those coffees. Thank you so much, Enrique James. So thank you for that. And Some Way Entertainment. Guys, you guys can hit us up with the super chats as well. Valeria sitting over here looking for some Frappuccinos, I guess. We'll get her on the next one to see what she exactly buys at Starbucks. But she was telling me that her Russian app for Starbucks wasn't working, so we got to get that figured out because you need to make some orders there and even go run and get some before the show, not just after the show, and then we can show off your love for Starbucks. But guys, thank you for the super chats. Keep them coming as the show is free. Oh, we also have a premiere today again. What is it? It's on how to use trailing stop orders, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, trailing stop orders and how they work. So join us right after the show. I was in the chat yesterday. Brendan, Neil will all be in there today. Valeria as well, and we'll be talking all about trailing stops. That's at 12 o'clock. So we have a market wisdom page. If Valeria can, drop that link as well. You you guys can go in there and see our market wisdom page. But Premier, Valera already did it right there, 922. So guys, click on that link and you'll see what we're talking about. But a lot of great education videos. Those videos actually, Brendan, are really starting to take off, and we're getting a lot of positive comments. So any feedback like that is greatly appreciated. Leave your comments, tell your friends, tell your kids, and hey, tell your wife or your husband if they don't understand how you're making all this money. Let them watch the Market Wisdom Show, and then you'll understand what VWAP is as well, Brendan.
All right, guys, let's go on to the next one here. Earnings name, Gap. We talked about it right at the end of the show. If we do get a bit of a downtick in the market, one name you might want to look at today, they reported a loss of $2.51 per share versus 67 cents per share that was expected. Revenue also well below expectations. Obviously, retailers hurt on the COVID-19 side of things. They did, however, report a significant uptick in online sales, and 55% of their company-owned stores across North America have already reopened. So, I mean, guys, I guess that's why we are up 5.8% here on GPS.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, a lot of things that are beaten up are going to be up today, and you just sort of have to. We keep saying it, roll with the punches. I mean, if we're going to be looking at levels, 1350 was one that I was going to be interested in, certainly on Gap. I don't know if you mentioned there that they, of course, have that this lawsuit going on with Simon Properties. They're like the number one. They're the number one tenant for them. So we'll see how that plays out. Obviously, that's going to play out down the line as well. So it's going to be in the news for a while. GPS here. All of this being said, if it came back in with a reasonable trade through $13, I think that would be a good short for us here. But it's only done 500,000 shares in the pre-market. And, when I'm seeing 43 million in Hertz and 37 million in American Airlines and BISL of all things, 13 million shares, I just don't see any way that the first place I'm jumping to is going to be Gap, up 6% here on 500,000 shares of pre-market volume. So it's, for me, we're going to stick to the names that we know are going to be moving and doing lots of volume with good liquidity, and just kind of, roll with the punches in those names, guys.
Yeah, and boom goes the dynamite. Thank you so much, Jarhead, Joshua, Lousy Gamer. Wow. Yeah. We just got lit up, so hit the siren for that. Thank you so much, guys. We're about to light up AAL here through 21, so let's watch to see if we can't get short through 21 here on AAL. So that should be a decent runner if it does go. Again, let's take a couple hundred shares here because it hasn't opened yet, and then we'll try to give this up. I mean, it could rip our face off here, actually, off the open. So let's maybe give this till 22 and change here. If we get short 21, we'll give this at least to the high of the day and see what happens. We didn't do that yesterday, and we missed that big, huge run up. So we'll wait on that one. But guys, thank you so much for all the super chats there. Yeah, let's keep them coming. Why not? Hertz pulling back nicely here as well, guys.
I think Brendan's got a nice one of the board there.
Yeah, we'll jump into this one, guys. Vislink, we were talking about this one a little bit yesterday. Huge move to the upside yesterday. This is one of the companies that makes the police body cams. Also some audio equipment as well. Digital Alley's another one. DGLY was moving yesterday on that kind of higher demand for this, given what is obviously going on in the world at this point. But VISL, just looking at 155 here, held as resistance in the pre-market a couple of times. Above that, you kind of have to go all the way up to 175, 180 if you go out to a daily time frame, but already fading back in. Really want this thing to test this kind of 155, 165 area off the open if we can. GNUS obviously mentioned it a couple times. Another one that's looking pretty weak so far this morning, guys.
What is GNUS?
Yeah, I got back into VISL in here, but VISL. So I'm looking at the same level you are, that 150, and GNUS, of course, a big mover there, Sean.
Yeah, we're already cashed out of GNUS here. This was the move that we had here. Short $6, out down here at 538, which is basically a perfect, but we'll hit the cowbell anyways. Now we'll wait to see what GNUS wants to do now, ripping through 6 and change. But okay, so the big trades I'm looking at right now. Oh, I just looked at another one, and I've got the trade ready to go, and that's going to be Zoom through 202. I just hope it doesn't happen again on the pre-market. We'll wait to see here. Zoom through 202. We'll hopefully get some shorts and then see if we can revisit a 199. So I do like Zoom. And the reason why, guys, look, a lot of money going into this garbage today. We've just talked about 10 names there. So Luckin, Hertz, all the airlines. Not that they're garbage stocks. It's just they've been beat down so much that there's such a big runway for them. I think we've hit that a lot today. So Zoom is the opposite, man. It's a quality name here that's been bought up due to everybody Zooming each other. So we're going to see, and we'll see what happens here. Maybe money comes out of this name and rotates into a few others. And I think another name that could get rotated today is LVS. It's been up decent here the last couple days. There's pictures of people going to the casino, and guess what? They don't give, I'm going to say, two somethings about the social distancing.
I know what you mean.
People are, yeah, exactly. There goes AAL. So we are now short AAL, a couple hundred shares here, breaking through 21. We got 2095s right now. So we're going to wait to see AAL. But
on the short side, guys, with 2 minutes to go, Luckin might be breaking 6 even. So if some selling comes into that, I'm looking for that break as well.
Yeah, bang it out again, guys. Just takes them out there 80s. Here we go, AAL. Coming to the downside, we're short 95 here. Just took some out 80s. Let's just see what happens here as the market is about to open. Let's just check out quickly, Neil, because I always do this. Let's just see. Hertz still big buy. AAL, of course, now goes up through 21 again. So that's why I said we're going to have to give this thing a second. WFC, everything's a bid here except for our boy Work. So we'll see what Work can do today.
Yeah, and it's sort of getting back to Slack. You know, if you're going to be buying things today, you really have to make sure there's a bit of a bottom that gets put in on Slack. And unlike Cloudera yesterday, we're going to be patient with that for opportunities to buy. I'm glad we got out of Hertz with 90 seconds to go. It's approaching 325 to the downside here. So another big time move. It just turned around at $4. It just got to 335. Check that, not 25. So 3 even. Can it hold that? I'm looking at a break of 6 even on Luckin, which just bounced off 6. So that one's sort of headed back to the upside as well. You can't seem to stop these things. Hertz coming in rather heavily. GNUS did make a bit of a pop there all the way to the pre-market high, that 660 mark. It's now coming back in. That could be an interesting one if it takes out the top. A lot of good shorts in there, but if it goes up again, that could get a little bit crazy. There is 1 minute to go. It's already been a wild open, of course, or pre-market, I should say. We trade a lot of names here, and we haven't even talked about all of the airlines like Spirit. We'll get into some of those as well. But also remember, we're going to be premiering another video today on trailing stops. So tune in. Make sure you're into that one. And it's going to be a wild Friday, guys. So I have a lot of stop orders in. We have a lot of names that we're looking at. We just did mention, of course, Spirit, but I want to get to that Nikola, NKLA, with 30 seconds to go. That was a good sell through 37 at the open yesterday. It also bounced back up to 37, then flush at that price. It's the first level I'm looking at. 36 pre-market high right now as well. Could be a fade, but we have about 10 seconds. That means we have to drop that countdown, guys, because Valeri is on the bell right now. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, Hertz at 350, 3, 2, 1, and this market is open, and it is going to be a wild ride, guys. Luckin still bouncing off 6 even. Forget about the break to the downside. Everything just wants to go up. I'm looking to fade Hertz if it gets maybe halfway to that $4 mark. I may take a shot at the short, but right now, you know, I'm going to be watching Luckin Coffee for a 6 even break to the downside. If it takes off the top, I guess we'll capitulate and go long. It is what it is. You can't fight these too long, but a short could be coming in any second now.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head there. Let's not try to fight too many things. We are, though, short AAL, which is fighting the trend. So, you know, maybe don't do as we say, don't do as we do as we say here. But we're short AAL below 21. That's the only stock right now that's triggered. We are still short that Genius Brands right here at 608 or 606, sorry. And here comes AAL screaming back down. So let's wait to see if that one comes through. We are also waiting for ZM, our boy up here. Oh, we missed it. Oh, man, ZM. So we missed that break. That's all that happened, basically. We missed it down here. 202 is what we wanted. We missed the trade all the way back down, but we did have it.
Oh, my good. Like,
go ahead.
6 even break. Was just talking about Genius on a break short. Forget about it. Like, it breaks. You got to cross like 40 cents down to be able to catch that one. So that's insane. Thankfully, we got that VISL that Brendan talked about. So we mentioned this one. We've had a few shorts on VISL.
Bye-bye, Hertz.
This one, again, making a big flush. So, you know, it is what it is. It's coming to the downside. Luckin just broke 6 even.
And bang,
I got that one.
Going, guys.
Wow, this is flushing hard,
AAL.
guys.
We've got Hertz. We've got AAL. We've got everything. We're short Hertz here.
Luckin 550.
Hertz right here. Short this one. Short AAL. Bang, bang, bang. Everything coming into
Luckin Coffee is about to halt at 550, guys. So watch out. That's going to be a volatility halt. I'm taking some shares out at 550 just so I can bag that 50-cent win. And then if it opens up against me, I'm going to be okay here, guys. But if you're short and this just halted on you to the downside. Hold. I know that's like a little crypto a term there. We can use it today on the stocks the way these are going. Luckin', wow, what a move, guys.
Yeah, we're huge in everything here, guys. AAL, we captured a nice profit there on some nice moves down. We got out some 2060s right there on that move down. And Hertz as well crashed through 3. We got some out 80s here. It's still going to have some fun to the downside, I think. We'll wait to see. AAL now, though, making a move back to the upside. So we'll wait to see what happens, guys. This is a wild ride today. And if you're not having fun yet, then I don't know when you're going to, because
I really don't know. I mean, Carnival just dipped below 22 even here. So you're seeing some stair-step action. I think, honestly, I'm just going to go for it here. 22.50. I'm going to throw a stop order in there and just say, hey, look, if it breaks, forget about it. I'm out of there. But I got to try a short in this name. And I know it's been such a great breakout long, but there's no way I'm not trying shorts on some of these stocks that are coming back in today. 20% it's up right now. I'm seeing everything flush. Here's my shot here. I want an average price of 25 to 35. We'll work into it. 50 is my breakout. We're playing with some house money on these shorts.
Yeah, maybe all these stocks, maybe that was the flush there. Good job, Isaac. We'll hit a siren for you. Shorted 300 shares of Zoom there at 254
No. Oh
cents.
my goodness, you've got to be kidding me.
Great job there, guys, on Zoom. We did talk about shorting that through 202. Unfortunately, I didn't cross enough, but at least we gave that to you guys. Short 202 here on Zoom. I'm glad that at least someone had that one. But what up, B. Wiggins?
Another one, big mover here this morning, guys. JD.com. Didn't see this one in the pre-market, but nice gap to the upside, 3.8%. Just broke that pre-market high there on a decent volume spike, 58.50. They actually had an offering in the pre-market, but significantly higher anyways, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Little keystroke error there, putting a stop order on CCL. Accidentally got out, but what do? You pay the spread, you get back in. So my price isn't as good, but I'm back into the short on that one. Same structure, same area that we're looking at, 22.50. Still looking for that open up on Luckin Coffee, guys. But I'm going to get you guys back to Hertz. We knew we were going to be involved in this one rather heavily. It did break through 3 even. Couldn't hold below. Now it's bouncing up. I'm going to look for now that 350 level to take a shot at a bit of a short. But again, it's going to be tight stops on all these shorts, guys. You can't let it break the level. And if there's any size there, you can maybe use it to your advantage. I'm just seeing 100,000 shares on the offer. That's actually not a heck of a lot, to be honest with you. So I don't know how much leverage you want to put in that. It'll literally chew through that in seconds. I've seen 300,000-400,000 on some levels here before. So watch a 350 break. But if you have a stop, I think you're okay.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. I still have a few shares here. So, yeah, you are going to get stopped out on some of these names as you go, guys. But not on Genius Brands. We are short right now, guys. We still have this short, 606 here. So we'll wait to see now. It is halted. We are clean, dollar in the money. Okay, here goes LVS. We talked about wanting this one. So we go long here, 55.50 right now. Actually, that's my price right now, 55.56. So let's see if LVS wants to continue its run to the upside here. I talked about Vegas getting back into some business, so let's give this one a shot here. Hopefully to the upside right now. LVS long, AAL short. Genius, what's up, Brandon?
Uber, big time, 4.5% here. Nice move, guys. 37.50 up to just broke $38 on a huge volume spike as well. Even the ride-sharing company is getting a boost today, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're even everything making moves today. CCL, I'm going to see if we can't take the quick quarter scalp there. So 25 cents. Look, it should be 40, but like I said, keystroke errors are going to happen. I'm not immune to them. I don't know that anybody is. I'm looking for a target down at 21 here to see if we can't get the rest of it. But it's crazy, crazy action, and I still haven't had a reopen on Luckin yet. It's, I guess, only 9:50-35, so I got about another minute to go. We're short at 6 even on Luckin Coffee. Didn't reload on VISL, but that's also working for us. Here comes 21.50 on Carnival Cruise. It's coming in here, guys. I hope you're involved in some of these short trades. I mean, I'm sitting over here watching the NASDAQ break above 9,700 while these shorts are just going gangbusters, all in the money. Short CCL, Luckin's in the money, 50 cents when it reopens, and VISL is also in the money on that short. So, look, you got to play individual names here. The market's going to do his own thing. There's all these high flyers that have been 10, 20% moves a day, and they're making their own moves today. Don't get caught up in what the futures are doing when you're trading Carnival or Hertz or Luckin. It just doesn't matter on these. Here comes 21.25 on Carnival. Flush time, people, flush time.
Yeah, I'm surprised here. I'm short, a hella short right now, AAL, and it's not flush time. So we're going to have to wait to see if this one does flush and join the party as well. We did average in here at 50. We just took some out at 30. Our average price now is 05. So it's still not a problem, but I'm hoping, and my day is hoping for it as well, that we can get this down through 21, and that'll make it all better. Right here, we are waiting this. We're $1 out on LVS. We thought this one may get going here. Looks like it's going to break and we'll be out soon. But yeah, LVS right now not working upside for us like we thought. But AAL, hopefully that can be a smooth win. We'll see if this one wants to come down and break through 21. I need it to break through 21 or it's going to be a loser because that's where my biggest position's on. Even though he's averaged out and gotten out of it, we're still okay. We're up on the stock, but not good enough. What's up, Brandon?
Pretty exciting morning, guys. Record viewers for us right now. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Hit subscribe. Hit the like button as well, guys. We have so much content still that we can offer and bring to you. So hit like and hit subscribe. Here's another one to look at today. Some of the retailers starting to go here. BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond, just broke $10 on a huge volume spike. I noticed Macy's, Sean, also starting to get a bit of a bit, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a disco ball. This is why I took some lucking out on the way down. It halts and goes back up to 6 even. I knew you guys would do it. It is what it is. I don't care. It's too much fun today anyways. But we took out almost everything in luck, and when I saw it open up right back at 6 even, I did get some out here at 576. I then got some out here at 85, and then the rest out at flat. I got only 10% left, and that much I'm going to basically give to this little high, 630. Otherwise, thank goodness we're quick on the keys and didn't bungle that trade on a reopen, which has happened to me in the past. Haven't always been the best, but I was ready and waiting for that one on Luck and Coffee, and I'll get to in a second VISL with another flush. So actually was able to take some 15 to 20 cent wins on that stock, so over a 10% move there. But Luckin is going to break this 630 here. Actually, well, I got triggered out, but that might have been a dark pool, but it's going anyways. Watch for a top break on Luck and Coffee at 650. The fact that it could flush 6 even to 550 and bounce back this strong is a little bit insane. It might be hard not to go long on a 650 break, as crazy as that sounds.
Yeah, AAL short, here as well. I don't know what's going on here. Here goes LVS. We did flush out of 2/3 there, so we didn't want it to break through 54, so we got out there on a 54.50 break. Those of you that follow me and watch us every day, thank you for coming back. Hit that like, hit that subscribe today. I'm gonna go long again through 55. I don't want to stop on this name. I really think it has to go. I've seen some nice pictures there from Vegas, and they're back in. So let's just wait to see if that one can do something.
Wow.
Yeah.
To the moon there, guys. I was going to tell you guys about the perfect trade in CCL out in front of 21 as it bounces, but Luckin, I just said it's crazy to go long on a break of 650. Yeah, I went long anyways, guys. We just got some out there at 68. We're going to take some out here at 79 before it halts to the upside potentially. I don't really know what's going on, guys. 55 in. We just got a 25-cent win. It was a 50-cent win before to the downside. I feel like I got to take some profit off. I wanted to be a seller today in Luck and Coffee, and we were, and there it is. This is why you take it off. Saw some resistance at 680 and have everything out except for at 20% of the position. If it wants to make a secondary push, fine. Literally shorting it on a break of 6 even. You get this massive flush, comes all the way back up. This is complete insanity in some of these names. The spreads are crazy. Watch out for your stop orders. Be careful how deep you cross into the market, because there's a really good chance you will get the price that you put in when these levels break. Stop orders could be a little bit tricky today, guys.
Yeah, I would say so, but you got to let this stuff kind of settle down just a little bit here. AAL now moving to the upside as well. I'm going to look for that CCL trade as well, going through, come on, CCL.NY, 2185. It's so funny that I pick AAL, which I don't even normally trade, when I should have just shorted this one. This could have been a monster trade for me, but we're going to wait to see here. 2185, VWAP is right there. That's go to this bottom. If we could get back through here, then I think CCL back to the upside, but 17% wowzers on that one. So we'll wait to see if CCL wants to do it. AAL is my biggest position right now, so we're waiting on that one. Hopefully, and I say hope. It's never a good thing when you're hoping for something to happen, but we'll wait to see if AAL wants to make its move back to the downside. What's up, Brandon?
Guys, we had a halt there in Genius Brands. There was a couple of releases that came out on that halt. They have named David Newman, former president of Walt Disney Television, as Chief Creative Officer of the Cartoon Network. So that's that network that they they have launched. So GNUS, just be careful with that. They also appointed an international brands spokesperson as well. So a couple of releases there on that halt on GNUS, guys.
Okay. We'll wait on GNUS. Yeah, I'm still in that name. It's halted again, so we'll have to wait on that one. We are still short 606. Should have got out at 5 on the reopen there, but that's it. That's fine. That's all hindsight. So we'll wait to see if that's happening now. Hertz as well, moving around. J&J, CCL, WFC, some major banks. I mean, everything today.
Man, it's kind of crazy. I was just looking at AAL for the first time because I haven't watched it with all these names
Morgan's
moving.
at 112.
22.
Okay.
Is this gonna break? If this breaks 22, that's complete insanity. But this market is crazy movement to the upside as we're now 1.2% up on the NASDAQ. So market's moving. 22, I'm going to try it for a break. Even if you could just scalp some of these breaks here on key levels, I think maybe AAL gives you that, and then you'll hold a small portion of it. That way you're playing with a little bit of house money. So that's going to be my approach here on an AAL 22 break. I'm out of luck in, and I'm going to stay away from it for a bit. It's bouncing between 3 and 330, and I do want to get us back to Hertz for a brief moment here. It is actually, oddly enough, putting in a bit of a nice little range, bouncing off $3 here, making some shallower bounces to the upside, so lower highs being put in Hertz. I think if it fails at 350 again, I might jump into another short here. So the long was great in the pre-market. I'm looking for a 350 opportunity on Hertz. If it fails here, then a VWAP break. Man, who knows where this one could go. Long in front of 3 gives you a couple levels to work with, 285, 290 or so, risking 10, 15 cents. So nothing wrong with that trade as well, guys.
No, those are good ones there. So we still have Genius Brands waiting on that one. And we do have AAL. We take a little bit more short there, 22. But yeah, this name not going good for us. We're short 21.14 right now. So this one all the way up, as we say. Yeah, picked the wrong one to short, as some of them have come back in, but not American. So never doubt the Americans there as they just keep on ripping to the upside here and breaking next. So we'll wait to see here as AAL just continues to go. So that's been a big trade here. Hertz still moving around. Lots of stuff happening here. Give us some more, Brendan. What's up, bud?
We mentioned Uber, guys. Yeah, Lyft too. 8% here. Just broke $39 on a huge volume spike there for Lyft. So yeah, ride sharing to the upside today, guys.
Yeah, and there goes AAL. Wow, big move up. So we get out there, we fall in a hole. Not only do we talk about our winners, but we also talk about our losers. So I'm going to hit the flush down there. We tried it, guys, on AAL, and it just did not work out. So that's the flush spot there for us. We got out of AAL, lost a little bit on that. We made on the first little bit, which was crazy, and then we had to average in, and that was the big problem for us.
I can't catch any breakouts to long side there. I just talked about 22 breakout long and wanted to take it on American. Couldn't even get it. I guess I just didn't cross up far enough. Thank goodness I wasn't short there because I would have missed that altogether. I hope someone got it. Big seller at 22.50 now. So instant 50 cent scalp. I mean, that's completely insane. I am watching this one here to see if we can get a pullback into 22. I'd at least be possibly involved in that. But CCL also, Sean, 22, like you said.
Yeah, I have CCL. I mean, this is another big trade here for us. And again, why don't I just stick with the names that I just continue to crush. CCL, I gave you this one, 21.85, and bang, that one out. So we'll hit the air horn for that one. So hopefully you guys are riding the long on CCL. We're getting some out now on this victory parade here for CCL. It just keeps going 19+%. Let's see if we can't get some out on that one. But yeah, AAL, wow, that was a big move to the upside here. We are also in LVS now. That's not going to work out. This is going to break through 54. So some things I'm short, not working, and longs I'm not working either. So right now we're going to have to wait to see. CCL is nicely working, though, back up to through 22. We've got to get some out of this one, guys.
Yeah, the only position I have on, I would use the position board, but all I've got for you guys is VISL. So I'm just going to go back and track this one. And as crazy as it sounds, I'm not yelling over it as much, but it's been an absolute monster here. Short at 44 off the open. It flushes to 30. You get 10% that way. We catch a pullback in here. At 145 we get in. I'm taking a bunch of shares out at 125 while all this chaos is going on. And it's still in the money right now, 10%. So VISL, no reason to get out. I'm hanging on. I mentioned $1.15. Previous close 114. I'd love to see that price for Monster win here, but Brendan has something for us. What do you got?
Yeah, I think you got to go to small cap world to find some weakness today, guys. Everything else pretty much to the upside, including the chip makers. Look at Micron here, 5.5%, took out this high in the pre-market, and it's been straight upside here. We're at 54.50 now for MU, guys. Hit like and hit subscribe. We want to get to that 35,000 level next. guys.
How we do. Okay, LVS still up that 3%. I'm trying, again, I've done this before where we start trading and then I was like, I got to get this winner. I got to get this winner. But LVS, we still do have some shares long here, but it's at 55. So right now that's out $1. I don't know. I mean, it's not a huge loser or anything like that, but we did try it. I don't know. I got a little excited there about some of these casino names. So we'll wait to see on that one. AAL again as well. We'll try another short rate here, but again, this one's just been so spicy. It can give it all back. So we don't think that this is necessarily done. Take a break through 22 again, a little bit short.
I was going to say, Sean, I don't know how not to short a break back through 22. If at some point a breakout trade fails back into one of these prices, like a 22 even, I would have thought 21 earlier, but forget about that now. It just feels like at some point there's going to be some real selling, some real profit taking in every one of these. You saw what happened in Hertz. You saw what happened in Luckin Coffee. You know, that day of reckoning is coming for American Airlines. It doesn't seem like it's happening yet. So until then, 23 even break, as crazy as that sounds. But if it holds the high of the day and then takes out 22, that's a sell, and I'm going to take that shot no matter what. As far as Hertz goes, guys, we're still looking at that one, but I want to get you back to Nikola, and this one's going to be, it's 2 days worth of regret in Nikola. I know a lot of these shorts worked out, so I'm happy about Carnival at work. I'm happy about Hertz and VISL and Luckin, but we did mention this one off 37 even, and we even said 36 could be the pre-market high if it fails that price. There's another move to the downside. This has been hella weak for 2 days in a row since it came in here, of course, with that sort of merger VTIQ going on, and it's been selling for a couple of days here and very, very weak. So watch out, shorting some pops here in Nikola. I'd look at 34.50 to 35, maybe as the next selling point in NKLA if you have the ability to go short in this one.
Yeah, that's good. Well, we did miss it yesterday. I'm looking at Hertz here, guys, and I'm just wondering, what about if we break down here, 307, 305, 306? This name is just, crazy name today, Hertz. So how many shares? 110 million so far on the day. Welcome to the show, guys. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that right now. We've averaged in to AAL, so a couple shorts up here. Again, needing this thing to break now again to the downside. Look, I have profits, but I'm not taking them, so I'm waiting for these home runs that just aren't really coming in for me today. So we'll have to keep on pounding the pavement on a lot of these names and just hope that they, not hope, but we'll see if they can't come back through here. As now here comes a breakthrough 22. We're short above 22, obviously, on these little ticks here. So let's wait to see. If you're joining us again for the first time, I've been short AAL. All of these purple ticks, those are short sells. So greens buy back. Anything that's a sell would be red out of long. So what's up, Brandon?
Looked at in the past, guys, on earnings this morning. FCell up 9% today. Nice look. Clean energy name just breaking 275 here. Relative volume very high on this one as well, guys.
Yeah, going to be watching FCell as well. But I just talked about a Neo in the chat there, and this was one that was fantastic buying dips into this exact price, 565.65. Yesterday it was great. A couple of great trades. One at 380 was a couple of weeks ago, which is crazy as that sounds. I don't love it as much today because of what's going on, but I think I'll give it one shot. Maybe get an average price of 65 if we can. I'm starting in the low 70s, and I'll probably be all out in front of 6 even if it catches any kind of a bounce to the upside that goes that far. So I only have two positions on. It's a starter in Neo at 572. Long, it's in the money 5 cents right now, and it's going to be VISL short at 145. That's down at 131. I'm still looking for 115 as an ultimate target on that stock. It just hasn't really given me that type of a move. Spirit Airlines was one that we're also looking at very heavily. It feels like this could be a better short than American, at least having some trouble here with a 26 even. So what I'm going to probably do is go ahead with a sort of short in front of 26, breakout long at 26, add to it on a 26.50 break, which is high of day. So we'll go short in front, somewhere in the 60s and 70s if we can get it on Spirit. We're out of that trade and reverse long at 26. I think we'd add to it if it broke 26.50, maybe even scalp some out in the 30s and 40s. So follow along with that if you like. Otherwise, maybe even a VWAP break if you want to get aggressive here. I'm not going to do that. I feel like everything's moving so much that if you like a price, you might get it at some point. So why jump into the trade too early?
Yeah, that's a good look there. We are right now short Ertz and made a lot of money here on this little break. Just been pissed off today, so we take some more shares here at 305, 306, cashing them out now in the 90s. So hopefully this one will get us back into a level that we're happy with. Here we go, Hertz right now short 305, lots of shares. So coming to the downside now. Let's see how far exactly we can go. AAL, we're still waiting for that 22 to break, and if that does, then we should be good as well. But what's up now, Brendan?
Decent look here, guys. XSPA, big flush off of the open below that $3 level. Bit of a bounce here, coming back into 280. Decent level to have a look at, 280 on XSPA, guys.
XSPA, yeah, I missed that one. And I actually, again, missed a trigger on Hertz. I'm glad you got that one, Sean. I'm looking at this XSPA, and I'm thinking initially it's going to be one of those same types of plays we just talked about in Spirit, where it's a short in front, but a breakout to the long. If it breaks 280, I'm probably going to take a shot at that one. So similar play that we just sort of talked about. If you're looking at a risk structure, you can start one here. Again, I wish I had this one at 65, but I do like this one coming back in and retesting the low. And then you have a nice little range that you can play off of here. I'll short a pop and Hertz up to $3.
Hallelujah.
But watch out, because Luckin's about to break 6 even again. And if that happens, I will be back into the short in Luckin Coffee, guys.
Yeah, guys, we say hallelujah there, a little singing, because thank God AAL is coming back to the downside and bang that one out finally. So we finally get a bang for all you guys and ladies out there watching the show. I hope you're enjoying it so far today. I know it's a record number of viewers, but we've got these on right now. We've got Hertz on. That's 22 cents in the money. Big short here. Again, nice short there. This was actually a flat trade, but here's a nice short. We think Hertz goes lower. Okay, AAL. This is a 70-cent winner, so bang on that one as well. So we're making back what we lost there. I was telling Brendan and Neil, like, this is the name that for some reason wasn't going down when everything else was. So let's take some profits on right now. Dollar in the money now. Wow, dollar, yes. Dollar, keep going now. Here we go. Time to floss it off a little bit here on AAL as the party keeps going. Bang to the downside. Let's go, guys. Hertz and AAL, that's what we've got right now to the downside. These things finally falling apart for us. Thank God.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just mentioned how stop orders are going to be tricky today. Forget about it. Retrace 22 even, and couldn't even get it on a break. Brendan, you got a name for us, bud?
Halliburton, guys, just sorry, it's Friday. I mean, we're having fun. Halliburton here up 10%. I just noticed oil, 4.5% to the upside. Halliburton having a good day on the back of that, coming up to 1480, bit of a level for HAL, guys.
Halliburton going to be worth a look here, but Hertz bouncing back to 3 even. So I did like this level if it came back in. I think you got to give it probably to the quarters at least on Hertz. So I'm going to jump into this one. This market, if you're looking at the NASDAQ, is going to be telling a crazy story to the upside. If you're looking at the ES, it's the same thing. So if you see us shorting a lot of these stocks, it's not necessarily a play on what's going on in the overall market. It's just what's individually happening on these names that are up 50 to 100% and are making 20, 30% swings every second. It's not going to be following the market. It's going to be watching the price action on these stocks. If you have an overall bias or direction, you jump in that way and see if you can't ride that little party, guys. So in that XSPA to the short side, I'm going to work Hertz in front of the quarters here, 325. Let's see what happens. 350, I think, is also a level, but I'll probably be out one time in front of there and then reloading if we get a 350 shot.
Yeah, we went longer there on... Every single time LVS gets going, I get a little trigger happy and go long. So we thought 54.40 here, getting through there, breaking that one, we'll go long again. So yeah, we're long a lot. LVS right now, my biggest position by far. We did dump our Hertz there, got out, and that's why we cash out that money. Sometimes you don't need to get the exact bottom. Really happy with getting out right here at 307. That's the exact price we got in. If it did want to do this, I'm not going to hold and let this thing go all the way back to the upside against me here. So Hertz, yeah, we're done on that one. We'll wait to see as it breaking all these levels again to the upside. Wow, now it's like the last time I looked at this thing was 108 million, 128 million right now. So AAL falling as well. Look at these outs. I don't know if that's a perfect one again or not, but 2140, 2130 off of these. Beautiful. That's $1. That's $1 straight to the downside there. So yeah, follow me guys on Twitter as well. We now are busting through. We'll go to home here and we'll see how many followers I do have if I can ever get to that. I don't even know how to get there, but follow us on Twitter. Here it is. Almost. Oh, guy, who wants to be 2100 right here? Let's see if you can follow me now on Twitter, guys, at TraderTV. Sean, Brendan, and Neil also all over Twitter. So we post our charts, some little talk there. You can send me some messages if you did want. But here we go, AAL. More moves to the downside. I think it's either Valeria or Brendan, but let's go.
Guys, we have a brand new guest trader segment coming up at 11 o'clock this morning. If you want to participate in that segment, send an email to marketing@tradertv.live. And we'll get you on as one of our guest traders. I was trying to think, guys, who it was, but somebody was talking about this one. One of our guest traders was talking about whiting here, WLL, loving the whiting trade. Look at the volume coming back into this thing today, up 35% for WLL, guys.
Yeah, I usually am in some of these energy names, but it's just not today, to be honest with you guys. I got to get you back to American Airlines for a second. Whiting is a big time mover. There's a lot to try to cover. Worked into this one in front of that 22 again. I did mention, you missed that first short. You jump into the second one. So we did add to it at 21.86, which is close to that 22 mark. Now we got what we like. It's back down to 21. I want to hold for a potential break here. So like I always kind of say lately, we're playing with a little bit of house money, and it'll be winner, winner, chicken dinner. But if it breaks 21 even, 20.50 is the next stop. 20 even after that. I think we're going to look at those round numbers. I don't know what else you can do here. And Hertz, we did talk about 30 and 3/4. I almost said 30 there. If it goes there, I will probably freak out. If it retakes 3 even, I'm going to hang on for dear life. 285 would be the next level, guys. So I'm taking some out at 3 even. We're short here at 313.5 as an average price. Again, these shorts are fantastic right now. American Airlines at 21.86 here. It's about to break 21. Hertz at 314. It's at 298 now. VISL is constantly in the money, and I have one long, and it's in NEO. And I just feel like it was a good level before, but I'm going long in front of it just because it was good yesterday. This is an entirely different day. I should probably just take that trade off.
Look at AAL, guys. What a trade. This is a $1.50 winner. So if you want some of those, come get some. We are now back to positive land on AAL. You see, we take that Buse all the way back up. We get out here at 22.22. But look where we reshort this thing all the way back to the downside. So this is a $1.70 now in the money. The only problem, my biggest loser, and it's not even close, is LVS, and we went off the script there to trade this one, and yeah, not a good one for me. LVS, will I try a long again? Look, 3 longs here and 3 outs. Whenever you get out below where you got in, not a good one. So that's a good one for anybody that's short LVS. But look at this. This is a $1.75 now in the money here on AAL. Bang! It just keeps on going there. So, guys, we'll fall in a hole on AAL. It just keeps on dropping here, guys. Big trade here. We have it on.
Here comes $2.
Winner.
We just talked about $20. We talked about $20.50, and there it goes. It is what it is. American Airlines was great to the long side yesterday. It is short city. Yeah. Going to be one and done for me if it breaks this 320 mark. You're just going to hang on and think about trailing stops. We talked about Luckin Coffee. I know we haven't really done much with it since the open, but it just retook $6, guys, and immediately able to get out there some at 580. So quick 20-cent win there. I'm looking at that 550 mark where it halted to the downside as an ultimate target. I'll take profits on the way down, but we'll see if we can't get something out at 550 again. If that breaks, 5 even in store here on Luckin Coffee. So AL in the money, $1.70. Hertz in the money right now, only 12 cents. Ho-hum, that kind of sucks. Luckin Coffee looking for another 50-cent winner on that one. VISL is good. I have XSPA. That's not moving at all. And I kind of, my gut said that might not be a good one. Should have stuck with my gut there and ignored things like that one and NEO, because that's not moving anywhere but to the downside. But here comes Luckin, 560. We're able to get some shares out there. So Luckin, right to the 550 mark like we wanted. We'll floss it off there. If we can catch 2 50-cent wins on this to the short side, we'll be very happy with that. Even the long reverse was good. I can't believe this was at 680 literally 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, people talking about work, everything, so on and so forth. What do we think of Roku? Okay, we can check out some Roku action there. I want to say thank you for all those super chats there. And I saw Robert Brown there. What up, my friend? Yeah, you and Jarhead, definitely friends of the family for sure. So thank you so much for continuing to support us and getting all of us out there. And wow, guys, thank you for the follow here on Twitter right there. Now 2125. So we're bumping up here on that one. I've tweeted some pretty funny things. I'll be doing it as well over the weekend. So follow me on Twitter. Look at that out on LVS. We buy some more. Well, that was a bad out, but we take it again on maybe a fail break. So we'll see if LVS wants to keep going to the upside. AAL, I mean, great out on that one. Great trade on AAL, guys. Really happy that that one finally turned around. I just wish I didn't average in so much when this thing was ripping up here. Good little short, would have been better up here, but a nice little out there, or in, and then out down here. It looks like, if I'm not mistaken, we are ready for Brendan at the big screen, guys.
Hey guys, yeah, just like that, 10 o'clock, half an hour in the books. Let's have a look at North American markets here. Nicely higher top to bottom, as we've been saying. Really nice way to end off the week on that jobs number this morning. 2% overall for the S&P 500 to the upside. The Dow leading the way here, 2.5% for the Dow. We're back to 26,936. I posted 97. We came back in a little bit here. 97.68 half was all-time highs for the NASDAQ composite. We did tag, I think it was 97.70. So we did get to an all-time high there for the NASDAQ composite. NASDAQ 100 made that move yesterday into all-time high territory, about 1.5%. Look at the Russell, 4% for the Russell. Small caps having a day. TSX here in Toronto, 2%. Down in Brazil, they are 3.25%. To the upside. Air Canada, one of the biggest movers here in Toronto so far, 12% to the upside for Air Canada, our biggest airline. $22 holding right now as a bit of a resistance level for AC. Energy names leading the way. Oil obviously up 4.5%, as we said. Suncor here 5.8%, kind of coming back in a little bit, but a nice look. The next one here I want to show you, Enbridge. What a move for this thing this morning. 44.70 at the open here. We're up to 45.20, holding higher as well for Enbridge. So energy names, some of the banks as well, showing a lot of strength, guys. Buying right across the board for Friday. Back over to you.
And speaking of buying, I'm buying a bunch back here on this that short in the teens and Hertz. I'm taking a lot out in the 98 to 03 range. Now only have a quarter position off here, so we'll go with the fireworks for you there. I want to see if we can hang on to a position if it wants to flush 280, but there's just such a battle being waged. I want to make sure I'm taking all the profit that I can in case there's a pullback and I get another shot to short in front of 325. So that's been fantastic. I want to get you guys back to AAL for a quick second here because this one did bounce off 20 even. I did have that as a target. I didn't get out. The second time, however, if it wants to bounce again off 20, I'll probably get out of this one. I think you can always take breakouts. So we try a shot at a 20 break if it's going to be a bigger move. But, if you can catch, the $1.50, $2 type wins here, I think you take them and move on. There's so much volume on a day like today that you almost don't need to worry about being able to get back into a position if there's going to be a trend. It just feels like there's so many opportunities here that you don't want to throw away profit if it's sitting right there in front of your face.
Yeah, I see that, Eric. Yeah, no, I know. It was the Singapore LVS news. No, I mean, of course I know about that. And we actually were trading it actually yesterday when it dropped. I remember Brendan, he and I, well, we all three of us sit together after the show. Of course, still social distancing, but more closer so we can talk about the show. And yeah, we did see that move yesterday there, Eric, on LVS. This is the move you're talking about. Happens middle of the day, comes crashing down here before making it almost all the way back up. And no, today's play was really just a play on the fact that I thought that casinos I thought that casinos would be back in play, and I think they are, but we got to wait a little bit. I mean, we're up 4% here. I just bought too high. This was a good one, so we'll wait to see here as it's going to come back up. We're not going to make back what we lost, but if it does come back into this area here, maybe back to VWAP 54.80, 54.50, then maybe we'll make a decent chunk back. But yeah, not much as we lost on that one, that's for sure. Genius Brands, I keep holding this one as it's up, down, and around. We still have this short. It's just a baby short. We've already captured all of our profits here for multiple pennies and even $1 down here. So we'll wait for Genius Brands. I think this thing eventually goes to zero, or not zero, but at least back down to a couple bucks. So we'll wait to see on Genius Brands. And you can see, look at this, the offer lining up here. So a lot of people trying to get short. We'll see what does happen on Genius Brands. $1.70 in the money on AAL. We'll probably get some out here if it breaks back above 21. LVS, we're waiting for that. And we have a very, very small position on Hertz. That's this one right here, 307 right now. So small position here on Hertz, guys.
Yeah, I mean, Hertz is just, it's starting to get range bound. I feel like there's a really decent opportunity here for a bigger move, and it almost feels like it could be in any direction. That's why I've lightened the position. I only have this re-entry at 23. Those are the shares that are left, and I'm going to give that to 25. If it breaks to the upside, I'll just get out and look for a better play. But I want to hold these. I'm not taking any of this out for the 20-cent win. These ones, it's got to break that 280 mark. We'll take maybe a quarter of what we have left out at 285 or so for 40 cents if we can. And if it breaks 280, we want to be hanging on at that point. So 25 stop for me on this position. The only other thing I have is VISL, and that's 145. It's still in the money. I'm looking for 114 for the rest of these shares. It's 20 cents in the money. That one's very, I don't want to use the word safe, but its movement is a little bit less crazy. So I feel like I can have my break even stop and I can have my target, and then I don't have to worry about it at all. I'm going to get you to the one stock, and I mentioned I should probably at least consider getting away from it. It is different today than it is yesterday. I should never have thought about, Neil playing it out the same way. And we get in, it breaks that 60 mark. I didn't even add back into it. Like when I said I should stay away from the stock, normally I'm buying this dip down into 560 at my support level. I didn't even bother doing that because I'm staying away from just automatically playing something that worked because it worked yesterday. I saw a good pattern. Forget about that. Some of these names are coming off heavily if they've been very strong. So some of these buy the dip plays, I'm not even touching them with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We talked about the future today just being absolutely nuts. We've already had a monster winner on the SPY today. Don't know why we didn't hold it. I guess we didn't think the market was going to go up almost 2.5%. But look at this. This is our entrance early. So that one was a chicken dinner winner for sure. If you join, well, we weren't live on air yet. This is the jobs number. So, I sit down, hit this one right away. 314. Look at it. This was buying of the market early. We dumped it as the market opened up. Actually, not. We didn't even give it to open. We gave it to about 9:03, and then now we get out again. But we'll wait for the spiders coming up. LVS is rolling. Yeah, you got that damn right, guys. We're getting out now on LVS. Bang, bang, bang. So we'll wait to see our position again. It's not like it was horrible. It's just we sold it out. We couldn't hold on. Was very, very nervous that the move was possibly going to continue on going down. I did call it back to 54.80, back to VWAP. So if anyone has that one, you may want to cash in. This is a dollar winner right now. What's up, Brandon?
Just so everyone is aware, once again, Trump has said that 10 o'clock was going to be a press conference. They are now awaiting the arrival of Trump. So he says one time and then shows up whenever he feels like it. So we'll let you know as soon as that happens. Just wanted to bring this one to your attention as well. I mean, take your pick. The airlines are really strong today. AAL, guys, just popping back above $25 here. Guys.
Of course it is. Thankfully, we got out of this one. You say, make sure you take your profits. It's all the way back American to VWAP here at 2150. I was going to talk about Spirit Airlines here. So that one I actually have not made an execution on yet today, but its pattern is pretty solid. You're seeing consecutive lower highs going back to the pre-market. So if you give it basically to this one of these levels here, so we'll call it 25.80 or 26, maybe work into something right here. And this is what I was talking about before. It just never gave me the trade. So I'm looking at it as a short right here, 25, 25, 30, whatever it is. Actually, it might give me that price right now. So I think you're only risking, wait a minute. Oh, we don't have share short on Spirit today. So I'm going to have to see what the locates are in Spirit. Couldn't get short there just now, but I kind of liked it in this consolidation range here. And then looking at this 25.80s and out, I think the risk reward was pretty solid and the pattern was emerging pretty decently there, especially if it breaks through VWAP. Maybe that could have been an ad, but I'm going to see why we got the reject there. Just 2 positions on for me. So I'm going to quickly put the position board up. I know I haven't done that yet, and we want to try to slow things down when we can. So I do have Hertz short at 323, a 25 stop, or it holds below 3 even. Maybe we'll get some out in front of 285, but I want that flush at 285. VISL short 145. That's been in the money for us a while. Looking for the next trade in Luckin Coffee. Also, I just mentioned Spirit Airlines in the 25.30 to 40 range short in front of that 25.80 level, guys.
We are back long now. So we're long right here. CCL, you guys wondering what's going on? These are all these green prints right now. Long CCL, 2171. So for some reason there, we sent out the wrong price. That's why you see a red in there. So we buy it right back. So long back into the game right now. CCL long, guys. This name, 2171. CCL long. Let's see if we get back up to 22 and change here on CCL. LVS, just to give you guys a little note there, it broke back down through 50, so we did get out again of another 10%. We're still in 40% of this long down here. So let's wait to see if that can go. Our average price is showing 53.95 because really that's what it is. So we'll wait to see. Or no, sorry, 53.95, right. So 70-cent winner on this one. And here goes CCL, guys. Nice little take there. Hey, guys, welcome to another win. That's another 20 cents given to you live right here on tradertv.live. Hit that subscribe if you haven't. And here goes CCL. We're long 21.71 right now. This day is turning itself around, guys.
Yeah, I'm looking at FRSS. Thank you guys for letting me know that, making sure that position board went up so you guys can follow along. Someone mentioned FRSX. Yeah, I like this setup. I think shorting in front of any pop to VWAP. This level right here, about $1.70 to $1.75, looks like it was a bit of a break. So give it like a pivot area in front of VWAP. I think you take it with a stop at 75 or a stop at 85, depending on your risk preference. I think that's sort of the key thing, because if you're shorting here in the 60s, a break of 150 again, and then some follow through with a 90-cent stock yesterday. You can definitely get back to about a 120 move, relatively simple on any kind of a continuation to the downside. It's a slow mover down, but I kind of like the way that and VISL have been slower movers. Just watch out for that first 170 to 75 level, and then VWAP. Don't let that break, and then you're sitting there holding the bag.
And another one right there, guys. We'll floss it off one more time as we take out LVS up there, right at VWAP, just as promised, guys. So now we have 20% of the position left. Take that out right there, 54.71. So great trade. If you're wondering what VWAP is, we have a premiere today as well. So you guys can join us right away at 12 o'clock. We'll be doing trailing stop orders, which today, very useful. If you are using any stop orders today, you'll see about that. But it's our market wisdom page. There we go. Thank you so much. It's our educational page. We have about like 10 or 15 videos up there right now, and that page is gaining some steam as well. So thank you so much for the continued support everywhere, guys. If it's your first time joining, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're here every single day with the same amount of energy, no matter what the market's doing. But today, the market, where's NYSE Bull? This is one of my favorite things, kind of a cool graphic here. Shout out to Lucas and to Rob for building these. But today, it's a very, very bullish day. And what we need, maybe, are some more names. I don't know. So let's go see some upgrades and downgrades with Brendan at the big screen.
Hey guys, yeah, interesting look once again on this board today. Some positivity, to say the least, right across the board. Both sides, upgrades on this side, obviously downgrades over here if you're joining us for the first time. American Airlines downgraded today, guys, in case you were wondering or in case you cared, but obviously no one is paying attention to that. I want to talk about this one, NVAX, Novavax news earlier in the week, obviously not on that list that Trump released as far as possible vaccines that were going forward. So NVAX with an upgrade today, having a nice session. Cisco down here, 7.75%. American Airlines, we talked about eBay, and Macquarie down there, 3% to the upside as well. Let's go over to NVAX here. Did give you a really nice short through that low, 49. We're all the way down to 46.5 here. Wasn't looking at that, but love that kind of setup. The gap up on news and then fade because, I mean, they really don't have any products. So yeah, 49 down to 47, 46.5 here for NVAX. Still positive on the day, but a nice fade opportunity. eBay, yeah, earnings, the typical kind of post-earnings downgrade for eBay. Not really doing a lot, though. It's pretty flat, guys. Let's look at some upgrades and downgrades. Back over to you.
I'm going to throw this one down here. Falling in a hole. It is not anything bad. It's good when you're short. So VISL, I did take some out here. I mentioned in the chat just a couple of seconds ago at 126. So 19 cents on that 145 short. There was a big buyer at 25, but that's been broken. My target was always 114 was yesterday's close. I was looking at 115, anything in front of that to get the last of these shares out here. So, you know, we're down to 20% here. I really do think if it takes out this 120 bottom, we'll definitely be out of that trade, and all done on VISL. Hasn't happened yet, but it's been a nice slow trend to the downside. We're able to catch reloads on it. So the structure that we like to put on for that kind of a trade is just right there all morning long, and probably aided by some of the selling off in some of these higher flyer names that's happening. But that's not what's going on in the overall market. We are bouncing strongly to the upside. And if you're wondering what's up, holding up is Boeing right now. But watch out. Look at this 205 level. It was a 200 break, fantastic $5 move. Shout out to Greg for throwing that one at us. And look at the open. Stall at 205, a couple of stalls here shy of that price. Watch out for a 205 break. 205.15 is technically the high, so you can wait for that one. But Boeing, if you want to know what's actually up as we're shorting everything, Boeing is the case here. So watch a 205.15 break, guys.
Yeah, Boeing, big trade there. Most of the move, I think, was in the pre-market, right? That's where it broke that 200. Yeah, Boeing's actually been pretty shitty since opened here, I guess. We opened at 203, it's at 204. So yeah, very, very choppy. Great little look there if it does want to take out the top. Wow, up already an 11%. And oh yeah, who's riding with your boy on CCL? So we hit the slap shot right now. We are still long, 21.72, and we just tweeted that bad boy out. So right now, couple longs today. Long right here, 21.85, and out kind of the same trade. And the same trade again. Wait for it to break VWAP and go long here. So nice little trade happening on CCL. What's up, Valeria?
Hey Sean, and hello everyone. Guys, join us today for our premiere educational video on trailing stop orders right after the show. Open the link I'm sending out on the chat in new tab and tune in at 12 p.m. Eastern time today. And welcome everyone who joined us for the first time. Guys, subscribe to this channel and please support and hit the thumbs up. We are very close to reach 700 likes. Let's push it to 1,000. I'll see you later. Back to traders.
Yeah, here comes that XSPA. Mentioned taking this one off a little bit earlier. It looks like it's going to take out 280 and 285. I mean, a breakout at 280 kind of seems like it would make sense. I threw my my level to 285. I mentioned that in the chat. I know a couple of you guys are watching the stock as well. So the top end here is 307. Watch for that to be first resistance, but a breakout is looking like it could be potentially happening in XSPA up 50%, looking to go more. Brendan, what do you got?
Another little pharma here, guys. Tetraphase Pharmaceuticals up 20% still. I mean, obviously significant higher earlier in the pre-market, but just coming up to this prior low, about to break here, 250 to the downside. They got FDA approval on one of their drugs that is currently in trial. Guys.
Here we go. Jarhead, you're rolling with your boy. Good one on that one. Hopefully you're rolling with me on CCL. Hopefully you rolled a little bit on AAL as well. Here goes CCL, 41 plus penny winner. Recap LVS. LVS is just falling back down, so that was a good little out there. We still do have 20%, but should have took more out, obviously, on that VWAP break. So yeah, we'll probably, I don't know if we'll lose on this last 20%. Gonna look for a reload spot here. Let's check it out on a 3-minute chart. What we're using right now is 1 minute. I mean, this is just a 1 minute chart. Now I change it over to 3 minutes. You're gonna see just a little bit more. I have over 95 trades right now on the day. So we'll wait to see if that one breaks through 54, the very bottom here. This is that level that I'm worried about right here, 54 and all that action. That's why we got out a bunch of times here. And that's also why we went long, thinking that it was gonna reject that bottom and come back up. So we were right, didn't reward ourselves enough on that one. So we'll have to wait to see how that's going. Genius Brands, yeah, we still are short here, 608. So if you're rocking with me on that one, good look here. That's a nice little 65-cent winner. So you know what we haven't done yet, let's just put on the update, the position board. We haven't done this yet for me, so we'll roll with it right now. 4 positions on, and here they come. CCL, that's a long, you know, we've been hammering that just recently, so you know that's a good one. That's a 40-cent winner. Genius is 70 cents in the money. Hertz right now is still that initial position. I'm going to take more ahead of 325, so watch out for that popping in the blotter there. And then LVS is a 40-cent winner, but we've taken a bath on that one. LVS hasn't been great. We'll wait to see if it wants to get going, though, even more to the upside. No taking out Genius Brands today, guys. Let's wait to see if we get $3 on this one.
Interesting thing happening here in Luck and Coffee. Looking at level 2, a massive seller at 93 and a big buyer at like 88, 350,000 shares. So I'm just going to take a shot in front of this. If it's a legitimate seller, the 6 even break, we kind of were looking at all morning. We've had a couple of good trades through there. So I just grabbed some 91s. If we take out this buyer at 88 here, I do think there's a chance to maybe get another flush, but it couldn't get to 550 last time. 50. So I am looking to add to the position, but I'm probably going to take some off in the 65s and 70s on this little short trade. XSPA broke to the long side, but Brendan, what do you got, buddy?
Another one, guys. Earnings name here, Apps Digital Turbine up this morning nicely, 7%. Look at the volume coming into this. Just took out this 910 area again. Big time move for APPS after earnings, guys.
All right, guys. Yeah, we see you there, Sergi Rios. Yeah, you know what? And I guess, yeah, Valeria will have this in a second. I guess you're talking about this short here on that. So great little short there, 21.98. Really glad that you rocked with us on that AAL short. So yeah, congratulations again. We'll throw to Valeria when we do get a second, guys. You just let us know. We should do that AP for anybody watching on the show right now. Are we ready, guys? All right, throw it to Valeria.
Hey Sergey, shout out, thank you very much. It's the biggest amount of super chats we ever received. Thank you very much for your support and I wish you a very profitable day. Guys, if you want to send us super chat, you're more than welcome. Back to traders.
Absolutely. Can't reiterate that. Thanks enough. I hope you guys are following along, enjoying it well. A couple of you were looking at XSPA, reverse into the long trade. We got out of our short here, and certainly you could have reversed once at 75. We waited till 285. Mentioned that in the chat. I think maybe a bounce off VWAP as well. Could be another re-entry point that we're looking at. 307, I'll take some shares off in front of it. So we add this long position to the two shorts we got on Hertz. 323. That one's coming up to that 25 mark. So if it goes up there and fails again, we'll take some more short. If it breaks 25, I'm just going to be out of the trade. VISL, we put a target on this one, and it looks like we're getting pretty close to getting in here. So I talked about 115. I'm about to get some out there at 118. I'm not going to split hairs. If I get 116, that's going to probably be good enough. 145 short. We've been in this one all morning long. We've reviewed it a couple of times. We talked about a pullback trade. There was two pullbacks that you could have had here. One in the pre-market, fair enough, but then one right at the open, and then one shortly after the open as well. So multiple opportunities to get into this short. It's given just about everything back here, and I'm now done my trade right at our target. So that one's going to be Street Fighter perfect. I'm more of a Mortal Kombat guy, or at least I was back when I played video games.
Yeah, I'm a both, so we'll wait to see. But Street Fighter to me is just such a far superior game. It's actually one of the top, I think, 10 games of all time, according to I don't know, Gamer or some magazine. Okay, we'll check this out, guys. Look what we told you about Hertz. I said we'll go short in the teens. We take 17s and bang, get out at sevens right there. So we rain down the money. It's just coming down for us, guys. Hertz, big win right there again. Short 317. You're seeing these shorts here. We did get blown. This trade actually to start the day off, actually. You know what? Let's go back to a 1 minute chart. Might make you look a little bit better for some explanation here. This one to start the day was a monster trade. We get out mainly 285. These are the bottoms of the day here. And then we go short again. This one was a wash trade. So I think I always hold about 10%. That was up here. Then we short again, bang that out. Short again, bang that out, guys. Hertz, big time winner. Our boy LVS is back, so that's also a cowbell. We need some new animations. Oh yeah, we do have that barbecue one, so we'll be throwing that one down for you very, very soon. But let's see Hertz back to 280, and then guess what? Your boy will be back. Thank you for the super chat as well right there. Who was that? Simon Future. Maybe if you can predict the future, let me know what stock we should trade coming back on the backside of Brendan at the big screen.
Hey guys, yeah, small cap time real quick. We'll jump into small cap world and get you caught up on what has been happening. GNUS, crazy one from yesterday. All kinds of halts, all kinds of volume. Halting again today numerous times, just volatility halts, obviously. Volume not quite as high as yesterday, but definitely tradable. This 650 area resistance in the pre-market here was actually support. If you go back to yesterday afternoon, held below that in the pre-market, gave you a really nice opportunity right at the open, or I guess it was just before the open, all the way down to 520 there. So short high sixes all the way down to 520, and then tested that 650 area. Failed again, gave you another washout all the way down to $5, kind of consolidating, volume already going away on GNUS. I think the opportunity is gone, but let's go over to CIDM. Really wanted this one at 3. I actually had offers above that, but never got filled, so chasing this a little bit. Hopefully we get a breakdown down to $2.20 to $2 was an area on the daily chart for CIDM, another one that was crazy yesterday as well. I mean, there's VISL. Neil's been crushing that one so far today. So all kinds of opportunity once again, guys, in small cap world. Back over to you.
Yeah, I mean, looks like there might be an opportunity coming up here in American Airlines. I've only made the one trade, the one short at 22 there, but I think it's sort of gearing up for some activity. There's no way the stock is up 25% and put in moves like this is going to hold a 40-cent range for very, very long here, guys. So watch out. A breakdown is probably 2080. I almost said 2280. That's the high of the day. Watch 2080, 2075, somewhere in that range. You will probably want to give that one to VWAP here, but it looks like another down leg could be coming here in American Airlines. 20 would be your first obvious stop for profit taking, of course. And then from there, who knows where it could go. I would give that to just past VWAP. 2150 is going to be an interesting level back to the upside. Remember, the market is holding up on highs right now, so there is some strength to be found. Boeing never made that break through 205, so it's sliding off that, but that still remains in play at some point, guys. So just got the short that broke through, and script ran successfully, did not get the shares there on American Airlines. We'll see if we can get any kind of a pullback like that 280 break just happened and got missed. So I'm fading all the way down to 64. Let's see if we can get something on a pullback. I don't want to be chasing this too far to the downside. We liked it at 80 or 75, 80. Now we're taking it, starting the position at 64. I'll wait for a pullback to get more shares.
Yeah, guys, who likes AAL up here? That was that big trade. Again, should have held it, but we've already gotten a nice little wick down there as the bottom. So AAL heads downside. Let's just call up here now. Where's my pen? Let's call up our charts here to see what positions we do have on, guys. Here's our CCL long. That's a 32 penny winner. What up, Jarhead? Get out if you have some. I'm almost out. 10% left on that one. GNUS, 45-cent winner. Hertz, 7-cent winner right now. And LVS, bang that one, 65 cents. We're back, baby. 4 positions. 4 monster winners. This is how we're doing it on the show. I do hope that everyone is enjoying themselves as we go. We just need to find some more names. We haven't looked at Gap yet today. We did in the pre-market. I didn't ever want to go long. I don't know, what is it doing right now? My chart. I was going to say I hated the long, and then look what happened. We crashed out on Gap today. Nice little move to the downside here. Let's see if it wants to take out this very bottom here yesterday on earnings, 11.25, 11.30. It tried it already once. Let's see if Gap retakes a bottom here. That'd be a decent short. But everything working for us, Genius even going more. And now here goes Hertz again. Where's my bid on Hertz? I'm not bidding anything till below $3. So just to let you guys know, I'm not here to make a small change. Let's see if we can make some wins on Hertz. $3 could be some resistance. You know, maybe it's foolish. Let's bid some at 03 or 02, and then we'll wait for the rest. 91s on Hertz, guys.
Yeah, someone just asked in the chat there, where do you find the positions that we have? We try to do our best. You do see rolling in the bottom here. It'll show some positions, but we also have a position board that I can throw up for you right now, and we'll from time to time try and get that to you as often as possible. I am short right now, American at 64. I'd love it better, 75 to 80s. I was just going over that. 323 short still on Hertz. I'm with Sean on that one. I need to see that one break through $3, and then I want some still to be in short if it breaks 285. Also looking at XSPA, I haven't added much to this position on the break. I still have 86 as an average price. I'm giving that one to 265. I'd love to be adding in the low 70s. I don't think it's gotten down there, and if it did, I certainly missed out on it. So working that one to the upside, 307 is the high of day on that stock. Speaking of work, Slack with a bit of a bounce here. I sort of said we'd be patient with Slack trying any longs. It's now holding VWAP, and I think, you know, I'm looking squarely at 32.30 as a break to the upside. So I'll probably look at that as a bit of a break. Give that one to about give it $1 or so worth of risk. But I need to see it break out. I made the mistake with Cloudera, getting into the long, hoping it would break the key level and continue. This time it's got to break the key level for me to go long. So 32.30 is that one for me on Slack. Not getting in until it breaks.
And guys, we did it again on Hertz, man. I really hope some of you guys have this with us. There it is. We just took it out at 05 there on that name. So that's a big 12 penny winner on this. I told you about this reload. We reloaded it. I'm going to tweet this out as well. Bye-bye 05s. I mean, this thing is going to be going to the downside there. Watch this. Bye-bye. Let's just watch this get crushed together here. 750,000. There's 75,000 shares there. Let's watch this get destroyed if it does. 65, 23. This is what, if you don't have a live level 2, you're seeing a big bid here, right? So there's a bunch of buyers pretending like they want to buy Hertz, and then we'll see what happens here when they get hit to the downside. But they're holding up. You see a lot of D prints. You see a lot of prints in between. That's what these darker prints are. So they're actually not even hitting the bid. There's a bunch of dark pools in here. So this is letting me believe that maybe we do hold up through $5 here. I still think it cracks it, obviously. I'm not even bidding anything until the bottom side here. So here we go. We're starting to crack. The dark pools are giving up, they're starting to be able to hit the bid. And there we go. We just talked about that. That's why you want to stay on this screen. We told you it was going to crack through 5 there. 5, 4, 3. Next thing 2, 1, and then we'll break it, and then we'll see what happens on the backside of $3 here. So nice little trade on Hertz. There's the reload. You can't have it any better. And guys, I'm going to hit the button here. You tell me if you want to win right now. You can go online and buy some of these coffee cups, but right here, if anybody can know what this is, you won't win a coffee cup, but you'll win some respect. So here we go. What movie is this from? Because there we go. I'll hit it one more time for you. I can't hear it, so I'm going to assume this is working. Post in the chat where that's from. One of my favorite movies. I know it's one of Neil's as well. Let's go down below $3 here as we're reloaded in Hertz. What's up, Brendan?
Another one from earlier in the week, guys. Moving once again today. Play. Dave & Buster's here. Another name that's going to benefit, right, from economy starting to reopen. Got up to almost 25 today. Finally looking a little bit weak. It's had 2 or 3 days to the upside. Huge, guys, and I mean 7.5 times relative volume on this name today. Still up 6.5%, guys.
Thank you very much there, Brennan. I'm going to hit the floss because I haven't done it enough. We mentioned this rollover in AAL, explained it sort of beautifully here. Breaking 21, holding VWAP. Wanted on a 2080 break. As it happened live, I wasn't able to get anything better than 64. I talked about 20 as a target. You can see that was the bottom of the first move. I think you can just take a breakout trade through 20 again. That's why I take the 50 cents. I'm going to book profits in this type of a market. There's always re-entries, whether it pulls back into 21 or it breaks 20 even. Those are 2 ways you can get back into AAL, so why not take advantage of all of this volume, get in and out if you can. Otherwise, look, you can be holding for a break lower. That's what I'm doing in Hertz. It hasn't broken 3 yet. Yeah. When it does, then I'm going to be starting to get out of these shares at 23, guys. So both these to the short side. I'm out of AAL, but looking to get back in on a 20 break or a pullback in front of VWAP, guys.
Yeah, baby. Everything just making that cash right now. We get some more out at 302. Here we go. You guys want to watch $3 break with me? Why not? We're short here at 317. Let's see what happens now on a $3 break. You're seeing some big size here. And again, maybe this is why, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I mean, who else? We're showing you live level 2 screens. We're putting real money here on the table. I did want to thank you so much for that super chat. You guys see it at the top there. So big shout outs there. Thank you for that trade, and we know it's that $50 there for that AAL trade. So thank you so much for that. We're glad that you guys are all cashing in with us right now. Here's a live level 2 look on AAL. I'll drop this down. On Hertz. We'll drop this down for you guys just a little bit here. This is what we're talking about. There's some protection here at $3, but it's going to go bye-bye. And when it does, then what I predicted all the way up here is about to happen once again. 297. Where am I bidding? I'm bidding 296. So let's see if that does come through and break. Bye-bye AAL or Hertz. We gave that to you at 305. Here it comes breaking down through 3. We can all watch this together because it is going to break, I would think, very, very soon. A little bit of resistance right now on that name, but as you can see, the more reds you see here means there's going to be, there we go, bye-bye dark pools, here we go, and bang, there it is, we're back, baby. There's another trade, there's the chicken dinner winner. Hope you guys are having fun. Look, no wonder, 4,000 viewers. Let's keep it going, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're out there. These are monster trades, guys.
Just got 93s myself on
trade.
Hertz. This is the target that we had before. We took a lot of shares out there and just been holding, if you like that term, for a bigger flush. Watch out, go back and look at 280 on this little bounce. This is the short pop that we had off of 280. I'm going to take some out in front of 280, but you want to have some on board. If Hertz wants to take that price out, I think it should be a monster type of a win here. So I want some short still on that pop. 325 remains my stop. I'm not sliding it down. I'm not trailing it. I'm holding this one to 280. If we get a break there, the floodgates could really open up. I think we're really getting close on Slack to getting to that break point, and I don't want to miss out on this. It just tried to take out 32.20 and rolled over a little bit, but this is the high off the open that I like, 32.30. So I'm waiting for this to break. If we take out that to the upside, it'll be the first long. Yeah, you could have had work at 31 or 30.50, but I'm not jumping in front of the sword in this market. I think waiting for the breakout when it's down 16% is the better play here, guys.
Okay, I'm going to go long on a 32 break, so we're going to wait for that one. I actually wanted a little bit earlier, but yeah, we missed it. I wanted 31.75, so we'll take this on a 32 break and see what does happen to the upside. Okay, LVS, we're almost out of that one. Didn't go up as much as we did. This is pretty much one of the only losing stocks that we have on all day today is LVS, so we missed the boat, needless to say, on that one, but we do not miss the boat on anything else, guys. This is what we're talking about. When Hertz cracks through that $3, look at all these outs, 95, 95, 91. So now we don't need to worry when this thing rips back to the top side. We're almost out of everything now on our Hertz. Sure, we're still waiting for some more downside spots here, but Hertz, big time trade. We'll go long at 32.03. We'll wait to see. We'll probably go more long here if it does get up to this level, 32.30. But right now, Hertz with a nice little win on that one as well. So I don't know what we'll do. We're not reloaded, but there we go again. Did anybody guess that actually
We got a lot of guesses, and a lot of them were right. They said Al Pacino, but a few of them, I saw a couple of people get it right, but some people always say Scarface.
Right.
It is what it is. I get it. That's a classic movie as well, but it is incorrect. It, of course, is Carlito's Way and Benny Blanco from the Bronx, if you know that one.
Scarface
Great
is my
character.
favorite movie, though.
But American Airlines, guys, again, it just broke 20. We talked about that break. Got 1990s here. Already taken some out on the way down to 1950. The pre-market low I have at 1840. This stock was 1672 previously. I'm looking at a 1950 break, see if it gets to the even mark. It is what it is. I've taken some profit here, just working out of it to the downside.
Let's talk
just
about
got
work,
triggered
guys.
into work as well, guys. So long in that one. Let's see how far that one can go. But here's a big buyer on American Airlines 1950. If it takes that out, floodgates could open up again in American.
And guys, what do you guys think about this one? Look at this work trade here, guys. $32 long. We are getting out now. 35 cent winner right there in 2 minutes. So I hope you do like that one. And you want to talk about AAL. This one, I'm going to have nightmares again on this name because we were hella short all day long, and then we get out, unfortunately, still, about a flat stock for us because we did get out of this position right here when it does break above 22.20. I cannot believe that. AAL now falling like a rock all the way down, but what's not falling down? Work. Beautiful trade here. We're going to get out. We're already out of 40%. Already rang the register on that one. So it's a wheelbarrow kind of Friday. I hope you're liking that one. And Jarhead, look, baby, that's why I'm here to show you guys those level twos, change things up, do things a little bit different. So there it is. I'm glad you guys like that on the level two. What up, Brandon?
No little energy name here, guys. Crude oil holding these gains, really not doing a heck of a lot, but gapping significantly higher this morning. If you like the little one, CEI Energy here, 6.5%. Just popped back up on a volume scanner here, back to 145 for CEI, looking like I might want to test that 150 area once again, guys.
Speaking of names that we're not covering, and thank you for that look there, Brendan, I just want to get it back to that Nikola as well. It is making a march back to the upside. So we're talking about 36. We're talking about 37 in the pre-market. Those should be some big levels. If it tries any shot at 36 and fails, I'll probably roll into a short at that point. A breakout long, I think maybe for a small amount. I don't love the long in this stock. It's been such a good sell the last couple of days. 37 might be a bigger break. If you watched the trading action yesterday, it was sort of a more key price. So watch both those levels back to the upside on Nikola here. Just 3 positions on for me. American Airlines still short. Got some out of that 1990. I'm working this trade on work. 32.30 was my break area. I'm giving this one about $1 to see if it has more room in it to go back to the upside here. 15% down, lots of room to retrace, so it's in breakout territory, in my opinion. And then, of course, we're still in Hertz. We took some out at 93, but still short at 323 as well. I haven't talked about the ride-sharing space, but worth noting, Lyft has been on the move to the upside, but watch out for a 38 level break to the downside here, guys. It's come all the way back in $1.50 since the open, and this was sort of that pre-market open price, $37.92. If it takes out 38, could get some juice to the downside. It's already going down, but faster and more accelerated move to the downside if it breaks 38 even, guys, on Lyft.
Yep, just mentioning here, in our super chat, or in our chat here, talking about what kind of a day this has been here, and it's just been a monster one. Look at this, guys. I know Neil's stuck long at 32.30. I still think it's going to go. We are out now. We only have half of our spot left. We got out at that spot, so we'll wait to see here what does happen. And just goes to show, look, same traders, I mean, different traders, same floor, same stock, sometimes different ideas, right? You can hold out for this one. I still think it goes up here as well to 32.90, but you got to give this one a little bit of room here right now. So 32, if that one breaks, again, I have probably too many shares, so we're going to wait on this one. 32.05, we are long right now on work, giving that one some room. We need to do that, so we'll wait. Genius Brands, I don't know. Maybe the move is done now. We're still short up here. That's a 45-cent winner. Oh, let's just review our trades here. Let's go on this one. You guys don't mention that we're trying to fix the bottom of this so you can see our positions a little more clearly as they go. But here's GNUS, that's short 606. Hertz, we've been cashing in on that one. Thank you, as I see the super chats going on my screen.
That'd be Wisdom Gate.
Right here. Wisdom Gate, what up? Hertz here, 14 cents. LVS now 14 cents. And work 20 cents in the money. Look, guys, we just keep on rocking and rolling. We screwed up a little bit in the earlier on here with AAL, but as you guys know, thank you for that big super chat as well. Off this short that we had up here. We should have waited for it a little bit more, but we were short. We averaged into the short here before it completely tanking down, guys. Follow us all on Twitter. It's been a big one. Here goes work to the upside. LVS, we have LVS. Hertz, we took some out again at $3. So Hertz has been a monster trade for me as well today. We're back from the dead. Thank you, Wisdom Gate. And who is the other one? And Poncho Perez. Thank you so much. Love that name. Brendan. Wow, look at that board. Do you think anything is green today?
Hey guys, yeah, that time once again. Let's have a look at the S&P 500. Yeah, pretty glowing positive territory here, right across the entire board. There are a few, if you look closely, that are in negative territory, mostly on earnings. That's GPS, Gap. I know it's tough to see, but Gap to the downside, 5%. Domino's as well. DPZ down 2.4%. Everything else, though, very, very positive, including these guys, energy stocks we've been mentioning. Crude oil up 4+%, holding those gains as well. Oxy today, 20% to the upside. Apache, Noble there, 13.6%. There's Halliburton, nice look. We had a look at that earlier in Marathon as well. Another one having a really, really nice session. Healthcare stocks also very, very positive on the day, right across the entire board outside of some of the pharmaceuticals coming in a little bit on some vaccine type news. Material stocks, wanted to mention this one, FCX, saw that early on and gave you a really nice move off the open if you're looking at it, 8% to the upside right now. This group here, industrials, leading the entire market higher though. Not a single stock in this entire group in negative territory today. Boeing, FLS, IR, and URI among the leaders there. Boeing 10% to the upside so far today in the transportation group. All of the airlines here, AAL, UAL, and Dow. There's Love, Southwest in there as well. Nice day, almost 4%. FedEx is up 3% as well. Financials are strong again. I feel like a broken record. Financials have been strong all week long. Really nice move for DFS and SYF there, 8 and 9%. KeyBank down there, 8.5%. The list goes on. We are up 2.25%, guys. Hit like and subscribe. Back to the guys.
Here again, and we're going to take some out here on Carnival. Nice trade there, going short on this VWAP break once again right here, 21. And again, these purples are shorts, right? We go in and out there on a mistaked order, and then now we go short again off this VWAP. We just take it out. Look where we're short, guys, 73. We just took it out 60. So once again, another little 15-cent win, super quick. It's just pile it up, guys, today when we are ready to go. Okay, here's Valeria.
Hey guys, I wanted to say shout out to Jarhead. Thank you very much for sending a super chat for coffee to me. You know, I'm having a hard time with Starbucks these days, and you really made my day. Guys, by the way, Jarhead was our guest trader of the day. Today we will have another guest trader, and you can participate also. Send your request at marketing@tradertv.live. Bye, and thank you, Jarhead. See you later.
Thank you very much. As always, we love you, Jarhead. We love our guest trader segment as well, and then we'll have another one coming up, like we've been mentioning. But Hertz retakes 3 even, so if it's going to do it again, I'm going to take some more shares out on that break. Each time it fails to go to that 80 mark, I think I'll take a few shares off there. it's just never giving you that reload at 325 or in front of it at least. So I think at this point, I want to still have some shares on when it breaks 280, but I want to make sure I'm taking some profit. It's another sort of 30-cent win there, and we can sort of rip those off every now and then. Brendan, what do you got for us, buddy?
Trying to find what day it was that Michaels had earnings, but I think it was Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, it was like Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever. Anyways, Michaels to the upside again today, coming back in, just broke $6 here on a big flush through. There was a bid there that was holding, just got flushed out. Nice move down to 575 for MIK. Positive, but looking like it might be done, guys.
Okay, guys, I know you're all waiting for these trades. Look at this. I mean, bang, bang, bang on Hertz. We've been absolutely destroying that one. I should tweet it out. If you want to follow me on Twitter, please do that. Let's see how many views, how many followers we have right now. We were at 2134. Okay, guys, join it. This is the Hertz. Look, this is what we talk about if you follow. Bang, bang, bang. 3 ins, all nice profits on Hertz here, all way above where we are right now. So decent ins right there on that name. So follow me, ask me some questions. A lot of people DMing me as well. So we'll try to answer those as much as we can. Often we have a lot of meetings after the show, so it gets hard to answer those. So sometimes I'll answer them over the evening time. Okay, and so what I was going to talk about initially here was you're all waiting for these calls. So here we go, 290. Let's wait to see if we can break 290. We'll go more short here. Yeah, we're trading with shares, so that's why we scalp it out a little bit early sometimes. If I can get like 5 or 10 cents here, we'll take it. So we'll see if it can break through 290. Then I think we get some stoppage here down around 280, and then maybe hammer time through a 280 break. But right now, everything working out, including some work. We did get out a little bit on a 32 break. It's a very, very profitable stock. That's why we take it here. We'll wait to see, man. I still think some upside. But right now, we have that magical, here comes the code word, 10%. Your code word today, 10% left. So that's what we have left on the position there. Yeah, Valeria thinks that's pretty funny. So that's a good one. LVS falling down again. We have 10% left of our LVS trade as well. And Genius Brands not doing anything. So that's a sleeping stock right there, guys.
Taking the top off, Boeing just now breaking through that 205 market. It made a fresh high for me. You know, this is one of those trades where you see the market, if it wants to make another leg to the upside. We saw what happened when Boeing broke, you know, previous key levels. I mean, I almost want to joke around at 159. That was $40 ago. So obviously that was a massive move here. I think you're giving this one to about 203, 204 in any kind of a pullback, but the sky is the limit here for Boeing. We talked about this break of the high of the day when it tested it 4 or 5 times here. Now we got the long at 94. So a great entry price. That seems impossible to me, actually. Brendan, what do you got, buddy?
A couple of things, guys. We talk a lot on the show about volume. You want to go over to our Market Wisdom page and have a look at our volume educational video. Lots of good stuff in there. This is why NCLH today, I mean, we talked about the group a little bit. Cruise lines, airlines, all doing, you know, significantly more volume today than usual. This one today, guys, 40 million shares on Norwegian. This thing usually does between 3 and 5 million shares. So relative volume through the roof, holding $23 here for NCLH. Nice look, 18% still, guys.
We did it again, guys. I mean, Hertz again. We do it again and again and again on this stock. Breaking through 290, out here 285, out 282 there, and now there's going to be more downside. So this is what we're doing, and I hope you guys are enjoying the show. We keep destroying these stocks, and I mean, Hertz another one to the downside. So we sound like DJ Khaled here a little bit, but it's another one. More and more hits just keep on coming. Shout out to everybody on the Super Chat. Thank you. No wonder why the Super Chats are coming in today. It's been a big show, a big day. The hits keep coming, and yeah, it's 10:46. Soon to be guest trader of the day. Soon to be video premiere on trailing stops. That'll be at 12 o'clock. Join us there. Join our Market Wisdom page. Valeria's been dropping the links there as well. Send this to your friends. Send this to whoever you want. It's been a big show, and we ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, we're just in the money about $1, so actually $1.20 because Boeing did break 206. But it hasn't really slowed down too much. There is some consolidation here if you're late to this little party, and there was these little weird pullbacks. It says it got back to 205 here, but I was watching it, and I think those are just some dark pools that went off. So you're getting big spreads. Watch out for your stop orders. We got the Boeing long at 205. You know, you look at where this stock has come from on the daily chart, and there's not a heck of a lot. I mean, from this point on, from 200 to like 290, there wasn't much until you got to like 230 or so. So Boeing here, I'm not going to trailing stop it. I'm just going to watch it and see if we get some big selling come in. We'll take one off here, but it's out. It's in the money, 90 cents again, $1 now that I watch it. We're just going to hang on to this winner. I'm out of Hertz. Everything but the last quarter of it there at 83. Talked about that. If it breaks 280, I want to make sure we have some on board there. But there goes Boeing, $1.20. We talked about this one on a break an hour ago, so hopefully you're riding along with that trade. Slack, I'm still in it. It's really not going anywhere. 31.30. I'm giving this one $1 at least. American Airlines is on the move back to the upside, so I take this one out when it broke back above 20. So you make money on the flush here at 20 even. You take it out flat when it starts going against you, because at some point, if it tries to go up, watch out for 21.50 on a break, maybe even 21 even. I'd prefer 50s to be honest with you. But there goes Boeing. Now $1.70 in the money. Big time runner here on Boeing. Finally have a long that we really, really like here. It's been so many good shorts this morning. Now we got a long runner. The market's up and we got something that's a good buy.
Yeah, good job on that one. Obviously, we're still waiting to see what Hertz does here to the downside. We've got CCL, but that's not doing anything. GNUS isn't doing anything. Right now, I'm pretty flat, man. 53.72 here is my position on LVS. And then my work position is long 32.03. So that's still flat and waiting to go upside. So we're going to find some bigger winners for you. My favorite stock of all time, those of you that know that and have been watching the show would know it would be Microsoft. So today, Microsoft up only 0.95%. Sorry about all these wicks here. Our platform does calculate dark print. So if you see some dark prints, that's probably what those are. Not probably, that is what those are. 184 and change here. I don't really see anything on a 1 minute chart. Let's break down a 3 minute chart real quick time here for you. All right, here we go. 184 and change, 184. Yeah, you know what? I mean, if we could get back to VWAP here on a 3 minute chart, I don't mind this break, but this hasn't happened since 906. So yeah, Microsoft today, not a great stock to trade, guys. 184 up to 185, back to 184, back to 185. Now we're stuck in the middle. So this is why we avoid some of these stocks when this happens, just not really moving the way we want to. I mean, Microsoft has a dollar range and AAL has like a $2.50 range. So that should tell you where everybody's looking. One name we didn't look at though, and I don't know where my to the moon thing is here, but there it is. Let's check out Virgin Galactic again here. I always like to look at that, especially when the market's going crazy. And yeah, see, again, so people avoiding these names and looking for other ones. Right now, space, not doing much. I'm going to go refill my coffee, and it's time for Money Talks with Brendan at the big board.
Hey guys, yeah, currency time. Let's jump into the board here and have a look at some interesting moves. Once again, I wanted to highlight this one. We were looking after the show yesterday at some of the currency pairs that we talk about, and this is the Australian dollar here since March. This is going back to March. This is now. Look at the move that this thing has had to 70 cents now today. This is 55.5 cents down here, just straight to the upside for the Australian dollar. You can see if we come back over to this side, 0.5% to the upside today for the Australian dollar again. Yeah, just underneath 69.8. Versus the US dollar for the Aussie. New Zealand following suit as well, 65, up 0.6% on the day. We go to the top end here. The euro is lower, 113. A little bit of US dollar strength coming in today after that jobs report, obviously. The Canadian dollar, though, also strong. Also because of our employment data that was better than expected. 0.5% here, 74.5 now for the CAD. The British pound higher, full percent here, 127.2. Everything else kind of muted so far. If you come down to the crypto land, 9,700 for Bitcoin. We're actually down on the day. It started higher. Ethereum still higher, 0.5%, 243. If you're watching the cryptos today, a little bit more muted than they've been over the week, but still worth a look. Guys, back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Brennan. And Boeing continues to run here. It's in the money over $2 right now. Like I said, we don't really know where the upside is going to be. We get to 210. That'll be a nice little target area for you there. But a couple of other names that I am watching rather heavily. I'm still in that slack position. And again, it's not really going anywhere too fast. But, I waited for it to test that top, that pre-market range break. It did do that. It's not even getting down to VWAP, which is a good sign for us here. But I'm actually giving it past VWAP. I'm giving this $1. It's down 15%. I am looking to see if there's a $2, $3 type of a win there. So a bigger trade we're looking for on Slack. If I'm going to be doing a gap fill play, it's got to be sort of worth that little while when you're taking that type of risk. Make sure your risk to reward is good on those names. Another one here, Nikola. I still want to be involved in this one. But I do want to see it test 36. And 36, it was a pre-market top. It tried to get through right at the open and then just had a huge flush down $3, and it's been marching back here, showing a lot of strength on decent volume. 3.5 million shares here, only on its second day of trading, of course, formerly VTIQ as well. So that merger went through. 37 is also a very big level. If it were to break through 36, that's probably more of a scalp into that next dollar range to the upside. Otherwise, if it fails, I'm looking to short that one. We had to pay for shorts on Nikola. That's, of course, why on an IPO, we can go short only on the second day here, guys. So it's an advantage we have here at Day Trader World. We like to take advantage of it when we can. One more to get to for you here that we have not looked at yet. Novavax. I think there was their news was a deal with the DOJ, I believe. The DOJ. The Department of Defense there. So they were up, but it got a massive, massive flush when we broke the pre-market bottom here. So one of those retracement type plays, still positive on the session. So that kind of means that if it makes a base, I was looking at preferably $45, but now it's looking at 46. If it makes a nice little base, holds a higher low, Novavax is probably a breakout through 47.50, get it back up to 48.50, 49 up here at VWAP. So I'm looking to see if that's a bit of a break to the upside. It's positive news. The market is strong. It's already given a bit of a sell-off. So I'm looking for a break on Novavax. 47.50, go with a stop order there just to make sure I can do it manually. But Boeing, again, to the upside, now $2.70 in the money for us, $3 in the money. I hope you guys were watching this trade. Anytime you get a strong top like this, pre-market, open, test after the open, test at 10 o'clock, every time it fails with a strong market on a beaten up name over this, it's been running for the last few weeks. You catch it here. Now it's $3 in the money for you. I don't really know how far it can go. I'll probably be out in front of 210, that nice run number, because likely you can get back in on a 210 break. Otherwise, I'm trailing it all the way back to about 205.90 to lock in about $1. I don't think that's going to come into play at this point. I'll look for a deeper trail if it takes out 208. But right now, it's an absolute banger of winner. I was going to hit the Flossville area, but you can hit it as well. I think that means V has a little something for us. Is that true? I don't know. I just know we got a big win here on in Boeing right now, and I'm looking for that trade in Slack to get back to the upside. I didn't add to my position in Slack. I'm going to sort of tell you guys why. It needed to bounce off VWAP. If it retakes this high break, fair enough. This is the breakout that we're looking for. Our target is over $33, guys. Our stop is at $31.34. Our only ab would be at about $31.50. That's the level we're watching here. So Boeing in the money, $270. Still in Hertz at $323. That's back above $3. At this point, with 280 holding as well as it has, you got to start considering a 325 reverse to the long. I wasn't doing that before. But as long as it's going to hold that 280 well, 325 reversal is going to come into play, especially with the market booming here, guys. So $3 in the money on Boeing. Work is basically flat for us right now. I'm thinking reversal as well in Hertz at 325 now.
Okay, yeah, we just sat down, we refreshed our coffee, and we also got today's fruit salad brought to you by, looks like Cantaloupe, maybe on sale there, thanks to our caterer there, busting out Cantaloupe today. So yeah, here we go. Hertz back to the upside here, like Neil was just mentioning. Possibly a good short again if we can get it through. We still are a little bit short, but breaking through, it's already broke. Yeah, that's already a problem. So yeah, Hertz right now, 320, 321, possibly a breakout. We've already missed the breakout though. So yeah, this one's off to the races here. Let's get out. This one's got some legs to it here. Hertz, yeah, did the downside here and still going. Starbucks, a nice little name today, up 3+%. That was a nice retrace trade. Starbucks has been getting beat up. So right here, you do see Starbucks looking to make some moves here, man. $82 looking pretty nice for Starbucks. 82. Yeah, 82 and change. A decent level here. Even if you go back to the daily chart, let's call that up for you guys real quick here. Starbucks on the daily looking like $82. That's $81.30, $81.50. We're getting through all of this. 82. What is this level here? 83. Okay, so I don't mind Starbucks breaking through 82. Let's see if that does happen and go long. What's up? Oh yeah, it's fruit salad time. I didn't hit that, but there you go, guys. Fruit salad time. Welcome to the jungle. There are some, yeah, there we go. Cantaloupe, pineapple, kiwi, and blueberry. Not a colorful one, but definitely a tasty one here today. What's up, Brandon?
I've been noticing there's an excess amount of kiwis around lately. So many stores have so many kiwis in them. But yeah, very good. GCI here, guys. Huge mover again today, 96% to the upside. The volume on this thing has been pretty impressive as well. Not seeing anything in the way of news on this, but GCI Gannett up 95%. just because it's one of those days, guys.
Yeah, it is definitely just one of those days. I mean, it seems like everything you touch seems to work out for you here. I'm going to watch Boeing through 208 roll back, and I see this little wick here. It bounces through, it comes back in. I had no target to the upside. I think maybe we can get back at 210, but the first major seller that I saw step in is going to get me out for a $3 win on Boeing. It's a great breakout trade. I think there might be a little bit more here. I still even think 210 could be a break, but I want to see what happens when it gets there. There was some selling at 208 that's going to get me out of the trade there, but either way, you can't complain when you're taking winners here, guys. You just take the wins as they come. I mentioned a little bit earlier on that we're going to be taking profits where we see them and not trying to hold for home runs with the amount of liquidity that we've been able to see in this market. It's just incredible. Boeing up 13% and still going. I'm going to throw the position board up for you on. We just had that out in Boeing, so you're not going to see it again. $3 winner there. We're still short in Hertz at 323. That's turned into a reversal play. It's the last quarter of the position I have on. Never got the 280 break. Reverse long at 325 if it comes. Slack, 32.34 break for me. $1 is my out, so 31.34-ish. Call it a quarter, to be honest with you. And then if that breaks 33, we'll start to take some shares off. But everything in between, I'm not doing anything with that position. We could have that one all day for all I know in Slack. A little more disciplined than Cloudera yesterday. We got in a little too early and paid the price for it on that one.
Yeah, exactly. We were in that Slack early. We're already out of Slack, and a nice little profitable day for that name. So we'll wait to see. I think it can go. We are waiting for more breakout as well on this name. 3240 is going to be my next level. I put my microphone in my pocket, so we'll put it down here. Maybe that'll give some better recordings. And oh, how is the audio today? We did spend an hour working on that with our team yesterday, and they told us the quality was much improved. So hopefully you guys are hearing that as well. LVS here, still have this little baby long. Would have liked to reload, but missed it down here. So I think that's a decent reload down here right now. 53.59 coming through. We still are long right now. It is 11 o'clock. I guess it's probably time to introduce our guests. So let's throw it over to Brendan.
Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to get to Europe here in a sec. Just want to mention this one, guys. The Ascena Retail Group, 32%. They actually had an update on how things are going. This is a women's apparel maker. They also make teenage apparel as well. They gave an update yesterday in the afternoon on how things are going as far as the pandemic is concerned. Was better than expected. Nice push through the highs today that we set in the afternoon. That 230 area just taken out up to 260. Guys, are we ready for Valeria? Or yeah, one second. We'll go back to the guys.
Okay, yeah, if you're going back to us, that's great. LVS, we're still looking at that. I'm still trying to find more winners for you guys. We haven't really traded any of the big guys yet today. I mean, we traded AAL, CCL, LVS, and Slack, but we've kind of stayed away from some of these bigger quality names on the NASDAQ. And I was just telling Greg that basically everyone is focused on a lot of these runners, you know, with the economy going back, and they're kind of forgetting about some of the best stocks that even exist. And I think Facebook is one of those, although that's a nice smooth $5 move back to the upside. So now we got to stay on topic here and on schedule. So every day around 11 o'clock is our European update. So those of you that are our friends across the pond, let's see what's happening in your markets.
Europe is in a very positive territory today as the European Central Bank announced a 600 billion euro expansion of its pandemic emergency program. Well, let's see. Germany is up 2.81%. France is up 3.08%. Italy is up 2.27%. Spain is up 3.63%. And Britain is up 1.77%. Guys, by the way, Airbus gained 6.6% after Australia's Qantas announced plans to reactivate planes orders. That's it with Europe, and I'll keep you updated. Back to traders.
Thank you very much. I see a good question there. Someone was asking if you can see time frame very clearly on the charts, and I'm going to see if there's a way we can do that. I've never really actually looked into it. It's kind of really tiny here, so we will flip between time frames. We'll do a better job. At least I'm going to do a better job. At least I'll try to of letting you guys know we're flipping between 1 minute. And then also have a level 2 up as well, but I'll show you a daily chart, and then I also have a 3-minute chart. When I was looking at Boeing, I know I flipped back and forth. I was managing my out on the 3-minute. I like to show the 1 minute chart because it's easier to give you guys the executions on that time frame. It's easier to see our ins and outs, especially when we're working out of positions where there are multiple entries and exits. So we'll do our best to make sure you know what chart time frames we're watching. For me, 1, 3, and a daily are always going to be in play. If I ever have a 5 up, I have one on the side, I'll let you guys know that that's what I'm watching. What?
No, nothing. I was telling again, I told Greg yesterday, I bought this Simon Greg, you see SPG there, buddy? Look at this. I bought this stock yesterday, $76 or 70. Yeah, it was $76 down here. This is an 11%. I just said I've had enough of this. So I've had enough of all this stuff just popping off, all these stocks moving. So I went to say, what is a name that could move even more now? Simon Property Group's 11%. This is a commercial real estate play. We got it at $76 yesterday afternoon, pops to 11. I mean, check out the chart on this one. And I didn't even, honestly, I was just kind of bored here looking for something to do here. Let's go. This is supposed to be SPGNY. I don't know why my daily chart never really changes. I got to find that out. But watch this stock, guys. If you're looking to get into something, SPG, you might have missed it, but wait for it to pull back down. This stock, if it ever loads up, here we go. Yeah, we are up to 150. And then, of course, with everything shutting down across the whole world, this thing drops from 140 down to $40. The dividend at this point must have been like 25%. And then we buy it yesterday. And look at this. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You see all of this down here. And again, not only I talk more about long-term trades, I guess, than either Brendan or Neil, which is fine. $75 breaking out right now, up to 90. So you might want to look at this one. Simon Property Groups. Wow, what a big buy that was yesterday. I wish I would have bought it today, though, on the show, because look at this move it's had here since 9:30. $83 break up to 90. Wow, no, I didn't even know about this name until a few days ago. So SPG, guys, hopefully you have that. Look at the S&P 500. 3,200. Well, where is the high, anyways, of the all-time for S&P? I didn't think we'd even come close to that. I know NASDAQ busting through it yesterday, but let's wait to see. LVS, one of those names still going. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, just into Starbucks now, so we'll put that stock logo on the board. Where's Starbucks? I thought we had there it is. Here we go. Lit the Starbucks logo. We haven't hit this in a while. There it is right there. Starbucks. Trader TV coffee, just as good, though. Let's go over to Brendan for the trader guest of the day.
33.97 half is that answer on the S&P, guys. So 33.97 half. So still little ways to go. We were mentioning the NASDAQ composite getting to all-time highs today. The NASDAQ 100 all-time highs yesterday. So yeah, still a little ways to go for the S&P. We were sitting here yesterday afternoon and talking about how volume across the board was kind of down on the day yesterday. I just looked, there's 5 stocks at this point, 11 a.m. Eastern, that have done 100 million shares on the day today alone. So volume back with a vengeance today. Everyone waiting for that employment report. Let's get to our guest trader of the day, guys. Our favorite segment. We're so happy to have Alex Castillo joining us today for the first time, obviously, as guest trader of the day. Alex, I mean, it's been a pretty impressive day so far. How has yours gone? How many trades so far today?
Well, hello, and thank you again for the opportunity. This has been great. I've been kind of mostly just kind of taking it all in. Today has been crazy. I saw it from the pre-market where everything just went up, and it was kind of scary. Me being a newer trader, so I didn't know if there was going to be a major pullback or not, and so I kind of waited it out till about the open. But I did get into Hertz a little bit, made some profit there, and then I got in the open market. Then I just got wicked out, and so I lost some profit there. But all in all, okay day. I mean, can't complain really. I mean, Sean's fired up for sure.
It's exciting. I mean, we love it when there's volatility. We love it when there's volume and opportunity. Speaking of, Sean, let's bring the guys in here.
Hey, what's up, Alex? Yeah, thank you for joining. Nice AirPods there. Maybe I got to buy some Apple stock as well. But before we go on here, we just took some out for 15-cent win there on Starbucks. Yeah, I'm fired up. And the main reason why, just like you mentioned today, Big movers, big winners everywhere. This AAL was pretty sweet as well. I heard you talking a little bit there about Hertz as well. Big name here. 200 million shares on the day for this name. And Neil talks about getting in and out, and that's exactly what we've been doing. I have 47 trades on this name today. As you can see, a bunch of, only 4 ins, but a bunch of different outs. So yeah, well, thank you for coming. Did you want to tell everyone, where are you located, Alex?
Actually, I'm located right now in Texas.
Nice.
But we actually live in an RV camper, and we actually traveled the U.S. last year, all of last year. We went from here to Vegas, to Nevada, California, and then we went over to Florida, and then we're back here in Texas. So
what's your favorite state? Is it the Longhorn State there, or do you like Nevada? It seemed like there. I mean, I like Vegas, but not LVS today. But where's your favorite spot in the U.S.?
Man, Utah's a hidden gem.
Utah,
Salt Lake
nice.
City area. Yeah, it's a hidden gem. Now it's not, probably. Arizona's hot, but there's some petrified forest there. It's a beautiful location. Of course, it's hot. And then, but yeah, California, obviously, but Utah, I was going to say.
Alex, great to have you on here. I know you just mentioned you were trading some Hertz today. I believe you said you were getting in the pre-market and taking some of those trades. Is that sort of like the 3 even break you were talking about there?
Yeah, let's see, what did I take? So I was just kind of watching it really just come up. I took it around 315 actually, and then I saw some pullback at 331, and so I decided just to go out there. I didn't know. I mean, Hertz is obviously it's bankrupt, and so I didn't know if it was going to come on down, and so I just waited for some kind of pullback, and I pulled back out of there. And then I saw it go all the way to Florida, and I was like, cool, that's some nice FOMO there. And then I saw it come back, and I feel better.
Yeah, I mean, one of those things that's worth considering. This happened to me on Tiffany the other day, where you see a move get very parabolic literally minutes before the open, and then the first gut instinct is, okay, let it settle down just a little bit. And I actually, so you mentioned sort of letting it settle down yourself. I took a trade here after the open and got in and out flat at 350 because I was like, you know what, I don't know that I have a read on the stock right now. And then my next trade was not until 9:54. And as crazy as Hertz was, and as much as opportunity as there was, I don't think there's anything wrong with. You have a nice win, you're kind of up on the day, and things are like, hey, what's going on here? This is a little too crazy. Trade something that's making sense for you. For me, that was going to be a Luck and Coffee. If it's backing off and not trading Hertz till you see something else, I think that's good too. FOMO hits everybody. That's just the reality of the game here. So my question to you here would be, are there any other names that you're looking at in particular right now? You don't have to have traded them, but just something that's on your radar. Maybe you're looking to get in now. Maybe you're thinking about a setup for the afternoon. Where's your head at for trading the rest of the day here, or before getting into the weekend?
So I have a small account, so I'm just kind of learning. So I'm taking a little bit of scalp trades, trying to see the patterns, trying to see the volatility. I'm trying to get my eyes trained to watch the level 2 and all those videos that you have on your other page too as well. And you guys can interrupt me at any time too if something's happening. But I was looking at Starwood Property, STWD.
Right. Yeah.
I actually used to work with them before I left their company. They got bought out. It was a different company before, but I'm watching them, and I'm watching them just kind of grow up. I'm kind of doing a little bit more of a little swing trades now just to get into that. But I think that one's got potential. I got in there about 17, 15, and it's on its way up.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just going to interrupt. You said we're going to have to interrupt every now and then when things are happening, but I want to update what's going on with Hertz here. It's making another move down to $3. This time I am going to take it out here, probably all out in front of 280, and then a 280 break is going to be my new entry, or a 325 break long. So if 3 even goes, this time we'll take it off. And I just got another position here. I was mentioning in the chat, Norwegian Airlines was bouncing to the upside. Look, it's up 21%, but it's making another move to the upside. Double bottom through 2250, puts in a higher low, holds and consolidates above VWAP, and then sort of breaks out of the range. So I'm going to start the position on this little breakout. The market is strong here, heading towards 3,200 over on the ES. That's the S&P 500 futures. I think we'll give this one to about 23 15 or 20 or so. So a decent amount of range here that will give it maybe add back in front of VWAP on Norwegian. It's my first trade of the day there. Of course, we traded some Carnival Cruise to the short side. So a couple of long positions, work and Norwegian, just the Hertz to the short side that we got on right now. I did see a comment in there, and I'm going to shout out to you there. Loving the mohawk. You're showing me up with the haircut right now.
A little bit. I was gonna go, all the way, but I think I just need to hold on the brakes a little for that aerodynamic. I need to take my time and learn this. So, I just gotta keep it calm. And I'm just learning. I started about 2 months ago, so just trying to keep a good head on my shoulders, I guess.
So, question: you started 2 months ago. How long you been watching us?
Oh, okay. I let me rephrase. I started like about the beginning of the year to study stocks, study the whole market and everything. I couldn't find anybody on YouTube like you guys at all. I've been looking since the beginning of the year. Anyways, 3 months. You guys started in April. At least April. You guys started popping up, and you guys. I was actually mad because I thought I missed you guys. I don't know when you guys started. So you guys started on, and then I've been learning ever since because I was learning off of somebody who actually was kind of doing the same you are, but he's a newer trader as well. So when he was leading me or showing, I just kept watching his YouTube channel. It felt kind of like the blind leading the blind, but there's nothing bad with that, just experience. And then I found you guys, and then I've been watching your past videos and just kind of, I use TD Ameritrade. They have the on-demand feature where you can play a stock market any day, and I try to watch your videos at the same time that the same day is going on, and just follow you guys along. And it's kind of predictable a little bit because you know what the market does, but it is kind of fun to hear Sean yelling and screaming sometimes, and I love it. If that's the only thing negative about Sean just screaming, I think come on. I guess the only other negative would be watermelon, which I'm sorry, Neil, but
yeah, you can look, man. You can enjoy it all you want. You know what? There's one thing I believe in. I had a good friend, and we talk about this all the time, and it's you can't waste your time worrying about what other people like what you like, and do what you do. Yeah. That's what it's all about, guys. So it's all love, man. Just because I don't like watermelon, I think it's overrated. Enjoy yourself. That means there's plenty of cantaloupe and strawberries and everything else for me. I think we got Brennan waiting here, so obviously something's happening. What do you got, bud?
It's Alex fruit salad time. Yeah, I love it. Alex, we have one more here. If a lot of new traders tend to kind of lean towards lower price stocks, even penny stocks. Here's one popping up today. VAL 30% today on huge volume. This is 10 times relative volume, coming up to 48 cents. Basically day highs here on this one. No significant news, but another one in the energy space, guys.
We're going to get out of this trade here on GNUS if it does break back above this day's high here of 680. So we're going to get out of that one. We're short here at 608, but we're so small right now. I've just been waiting to see if we did get any kind of flush down even more. We've seen what's happened on this name, GNUS, the last couple days. It's been a wild ride. We've had this one since 8:57, guys. We were already up a decent note here at this point, but now we just hold it out. We'll wait for 680 to flush. You talked about going to Nevada. Here we go, LVS. Las Vegas Sands, of course, and Wynn. They have business in Macau as well, but we're going to wait to see on this one. LVS, I do like it. I don't know. Maybe I should play it through a break, but this is by far my most negative stock. Really the only negative stock that we have. I am negative on AAL because I averaged in a little too much and got out right here before dropping down, and sort of that's some of that FOMO there that we talked about all the time on the show, and AAL gave me it right there. But I'm going to look for another punch through here on LVS.
Yeah, I'm actually watching. Sorry, guys, watching GNUS. Watch out for that 670 top break. I think that could be a big one for anyone that's watching along there. Certainly a big time mover. I was also just looking at this NCLH. I am already long in this name, but I was sort of looking at a bit of a seller that stepped up here around 24. So if it can punch through that price, look at 24.08 as another possible entry point. I'd actually consider taking some shares out in front and then sort of if it pulls back, then I can add that way, or I can add on a break of that price. So I'll take some shares out for the quick 25 cent scalp on NCLH, and then look to hold these through the high of the day. 24.50 would be the ultimate target there. You can even add on a breakout. So watch out GNUS at the high, NCLH trending to the upside as well. It's just sort of a strong market, and I like to follow the trend at this time of day anyways. And sort of speaking of time of day, a question for you here, Alex. When it comes to your time frame in trading, do you stop trading after the first hour or two in general? Do you slow down? What is your approach in terms of, sort of adjusting to market changes? I know the first hour and a half can be a little more wild. Do you trade at all in the afternoon?
Just to look and see what to, you paper trade, oh yeah, I would buy here or whatever, whatnot. But then after you guys, and I was seeing what was wrong, and the market does kind of sleep a little bit in the lunchtime, because I guess food. And then you have, I guess power hour at the very end, which I don't typically play at all. I just read the news, and then I just wait for the next day, and or I'll just study up on watching you guys' video, which your second channel is great. You guys wanted to, if I had any questions to ask, you guys took them all with the videos. I think the only thing I guess I would say is there are some like trades of the days you guys used to do. I think in
trade of the day. Yeah, you're right. We did kind of can that segment here, but thank you for pumping that. That's market wisdom, Valeria. Why don't you once again put that link up? And you know what? It means so much to hear from beginning traders like yourself here that you really take a lot of value in some of those market wisdom videos, and that's what we're trying to do. You just mentioned there that we're answering all the questions that you might have, and that's the point of that market wisdom page. And maybe I'll call it up for you guys in a second here on YouTube, but it's been a great little page for us, and we continue to rock and roll with it. A lot of videos on that page, guys, rolling through. So definitely, I'm going to call it up here in a second if I can. Here it comes right now. I'll put it up for you here. I just got to go to my videos and find out where that is. But once that comes through here, here's our library. This is the market wisdom page right here. So right now, we're going to do very, very soon stop orders. It's going on, how they work, how to use it in day trading. So this is just one example of our market wisdom page, guys. Come over there, have some fun with that. We have about 10 or so, maybe even more educational videos. So thank you for bringing that up. And we do take a lot of pride in educating you guys.
Yeah, sorry, we're just going to jump in here. I'm taking out the last of this Hertz trade. There was just over and over again a battle at 3 even, and we mentioned this here a couple of times, and a big seller stepped up at 303. I'm just going to use that to get out. I'm still looking for a 323 break to the upside. It is sort of holding up pretty well here, despite the huge flush it's had. And this is the original breakout was at $3. Let's not forget that, guys. And there was a lot of support at that price around 9:50 to 10 o'clock. It's now forming some support again. So I'm now looking at the long break 325. I think if it tests 280 again and holds up there, maybe you get a long in front of that. 280 break to the downside for a short looks like a good idea as well to me. So that's what I'm working with in Hertz. We're now flat on the day. I only have 2 positions on right now. So quickly I will put up the position board just so you guys can see what we're looking at here. Still long in FLAC, and that one's trying to hold VWAP and kind of failing. I'm giving this one $1. The gap fill could be huge on that one, but right now with the market going up, the fact that it can't get legs under it is not a great sign. So might add that to the losers with NEO. Oddly enough, somehow that's my losing stock in the day. We'll see what happens here with Slack. Also have Norwegian here long at 23.73. That's in the money for us as well. Hertz is out. I know it takes some time to update. I am no longer in Hertz. I just got out there when 03 broke. Norwegian is heading to the upside for us, guys. This could be, because of time of day, a sleepier trade. It's got to get through 24. It's got to then bust through 24.07, and then you still have high of day at 24.05, all in the way of this long. But you allow this one to come back into VWAP maybe 23.25 or so, then we can give it some room. I want to take some out for a quick scalp so I can reload on any kind of pullback. This market's not pulling back, but Norwegian certainly could, because there's some resistance in front of my position here, guys.
All right, guys, here we go. Apple right now, just a new long, as it's now at 52-week highs. I mean, so is the NASDAQ, everything right now popping through. We also now have Mucho risk on again. We waited for LVS to come up to VWAP here. So we put on big risk again on this name. I don't know, man, 1120. I don't know if we should be using terms like big risk right now. Seems a little bit risky to be doing that at this time of day. But look at the market continuing to make new highs here. And Apple, let's see if it wants to go. 328.50. We're long right now. We're also long. We got more long. Starbucks down here at 77. So that's going to be hopefully a runner for us as well. But all eyes right now for me glued on LVS and Apple. Give it to us, Brendan.
We were talking during the Sector Watch. Alex, if you joined us for the Sector Watch, we mentioned the financials were among the leaders today. The really strong group all week long. WFC here up 6%. Just noticed 32 kind of becoming a bit of a pivot here. It's been above, it's been below. Back above now. Let's see what happens at 32 if we can hold it as support. A little bit of volume coming back into WFC, guys.
Yep.
One thing I love about this community, and I want to get your opinion on this as well, Alex. I see Samuel there talking about XSPA, and he's mentioned this little triple bottom that it could be making here at 235 or so. That could be an interesting break to the downside, but there's so many names to cover. There's so many things to look at. Sometimes we'll get advice on stocks to watch or positions that we might want to consider from you guys, the viewers, which I think is fantastic, building that community. What's your take? Alex, do you find it's helpful to be in the chat, listening to other people who are different levels of experience or even style of trading? Do you find that useful, being engaged in the chat? Do you watch it at all?
Yeah, the chat kind of goes for me a little bit too fast. I have to scroll back up, but you know, the community here, I think Eric is awesome. We also have Jarhead. He's great. All of the past traders, guest traders, I have learned a lot from them. And so I think the community in the chat as well, if you miss something from Sean, something from Neil, or from Brendan, oh my God, Brendan. By the way, Brendan, how does he come up with such great questions? What does he do?
Because he's the man, the myth, the legend. I got to do something right here because you mentioned Eric, one of our longtime viewers, and I know he's active in the chat with some fantastic calls. We've had some good guest traders of the day. Love to have you on, Eric. Honestly, you're doing a fantastic job. I think a lot of people have a lot of respect for you. Anybody that wants to be in this seat and be a guest trader, you can be trading with us for about an hour or so, 11:05 to noon. Just let us know, drop us a line. We do a quick little interview, and then we can have you on as long as everything goes well with that. So anyone that wants to do it, jump in there. I know some of you that are very active, don't be shy. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, here we go, guys. And
Kevin Carter as well.
Kevin's great. Yeah, Kevin's great there. Thank you, Kevin. And thank you for the shout out there. Here we go, but it's a barbecue time there. And here goes Apple to the upside. We take that trade. I'm still on a 3-minute chart here. Let's go to a 1 minute so you guys can see this one just a little bit better here. Apple blowing up now, going to break through 329. You guys know we're long. Here's a 50-cent winner again for you guys. So there we go. Sorry about this, that you have to view this live in real time, but we'll dance this one off. It's going. Starbucks here going as well. Look at this little buy down here. 81.80. Back to the upside. Here goes Starbucks. So that's been a long name here. 40-cent winner right now in Apple. What else we want to talk about?
NCLH just breaking 24.
Sure.
Look, the market took 3,200. This is why we started hunting for some long positions, because you can't stand in the way of it right now. If you guys are having fun, look, if you're not having fun, I don't know what type of market it is that you want to be watching. This is as good as it's going to get, I think, for day trading or any kind of trading, to be honest with you. Brendan, you got something for us, bud?
A little bit late in the day for new positions here, guys. We were talking about Uber earlier. Very, very relatively, a lot of relative strength. What am I trying to say here? Lyft going as well with this one, but back above $38 here for Uber, guys. We're holding above 38. Was struggling as resistance, just popped above with that little move in the future. So tight risk reward on an Uber long, but again, kind of late in the day. So tread lightly, guys.
Yeah, that's the problem.
When Lyft is approaching 10% to the upside, and we were looking at that one a little bit earlier, probably missed a breakback trade. What Brendan's talking about there, a little bit late in the day for a new trade, stock that you haven't been paying attention to at all. Like by this point, I think I've traded like over 10 names, and I have even more on my watch list. Sometimes it can be a little bit daunting to add too many of them there, unless, and you saw Sean jump back to Apple and Microsoft. unless it's something you're already comfortable with and you have an idea how it works and how it's moving, so you can sort of jump in, having not watched it all morning long on an active day like this, and then have an idea what's happening. So for me, that's sort of jumping back to the names that I've traded previously. Lift through 39.50 looks pretty interesting if you can take out that top. But right now, there is a battle being waged in Norwegian at 24. I anticipated this would happen at 24.07 or so, but if it does break through that price, I want to be adding to my position 24.07. Otherwise, waiting for a pullback into the 50s to add to this. We took some off for the scalp just so we could reload there. When it comes to your trading, Alex, just a quick question for you here. Do you find that you get in one time, out one time? How do you manage risk in your trades? Is it less active, more active? Are you one and done? What would you classify your style as?
Well, going back to the learning, and so I'm trying to figure out if I'm trying to be more like a bracket, and then I manage my skills. I was trying to do more manual, and then chasing things, and that's not fun. That's a roller coaster ride. So I'm trying to manage and work like a little bit of brackets, or at least know that my profits is up, and then manage my risk. Sometimes just manually, just because I have a small account, I can maybe take a little bit more of a hit than I could, because the money that I have in my account right now is something I could lose, and that's one of the money I'm playing with right now. So
that's certainly all very smart. One thing I think you can do, you talked about using some bracket orders there. We're going to be doing a video drop live premiere at the end of the show here. And the topic is trailing stop orders. So, if you talked about being a bit of a beginner trader, for anyone else that doesn't know a lot about trailing stops, you want to learn the basics, want to learn what we think about them, jump into our secondary channel, Market Wisdom. We're going to be dropping this live. Larry will have that link right at 12. Of course, we taped this one previously, but we will be there in the chat to answer questions live. So if something doesn't make sense in our explanations or in the video itself, you can always throw in the chat a clarification question, and we'll be right there to answer it for you. Alex, I hope you can tune in for that and find it interesting. And if you have suggestions on any videos that we could do for education purposes, please let us know, whether it's in the comment section or it's in the chat. Hit us up on Twitter. I know some guys will do that in PMs. That's great as well. We do our best to answer as many as we can to give it to you. But here comes NCLH through that 24.07 price. Oh, sorry, it hasn't broken yet. Once it does, I'll add to my position, not take off. I want to add to this on the way up, so averaging up, not averaging down.
Guys, here's all the positions I have on board right now. Let's just talk about them quickly because I know a lot of people asking right here. Apple long, 328.56. I don't have to tell you anything about that one. That's 40 cents in the money. GNUS, that's just a baby trade. I said we were waiting to see if this thing goes to like $2 or $3. We're going to get it at 680 if that one does break. Starbucks, right to the upside there. Big win here on Starbucks. 20 cents. Well, not big one. We're going to wait. We just got out. Actually, just dropped down a little bit. LVS, we're in that name as well. That's a good runner there. 54.55. Nice little trade on LVS. And what else? Hertz, we're waiting for that one to come. What did LVS just do? Did it just go up or down there? Oh, wow, LVS, bang, nice little win on that one. So we hit the wink for you. We talk about this one. Look what we've been doing to LVS today. We picked it up down here, and then we picked it up again right here, breaking through VWAP, and now we're off to the races on LVS. So we turned that frown upside down. We got out of a little bit too many shares there at 64, but that's okay. We still have a third of our position. I wanted to hold this one. I actually think we can get all the way back up here. So let's wait now. LVS turning the day around. But yeah, it's been a big one today. And here goes Apple again. It's having some problems at 329 even. So our stop order on this one probably back down here. So 327 and change. I might even get out of this one if it does break back down below 328, just in case it doesn't want to go. But here goes Apple. That's a 40-cent win there. So we will again roll up. 40 cents. Did I say 40? We mean 50. Apple right now putting some more money into that envelope today as it just keeps. Look at Starbucks, guys. 31-cent winner right here. Bang. LVS, 33-cent winner. Bang. Apple, 55-cent winner. Bang that one out. And Hertz, we sleep on you. We wait to see what Hertz is going to do. But guys, there it is. Look, we talk about bad time of day, but it's 11:30 and it's a little belly dance time here because what a bunch of winners we have on board right now. The fun just continues. You can see the destruction we're doing at the bottom of the screen here when it goes through our profits. Here you go. You can see a lot of things happening right now. Apple right now. What a great long. You see it on the bottom there. But yeah, thanks for the day. It's been a good one. It's Friday. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that right now. Hit that $9 winner right now. Yeah, Apple ripping to the moon, baby. So here we go. We will put a home run on. I have no idea what MLB is doing, but there we go. We'll hit a home run anyways. There's $1 for you. So welcome to the fun. We will be posting that obviously on Twitter as well. Join me there at Trader TV Sean. Let's just keep this momentum going to the upside, guys.
And I know, Samuel, I'm going to answer a question. It's not really a question, but you mentioned a high of day happening on NCLH. Since the open, that is true. And that is the price I'm looking for to add to my position to the long side if it breaks 24.10 or so. But in the pre-market, it did get as high as 24.50. That is the level I will take some out in front of and then maybe add on a break of that price. So we pay attention to pre-market highs and lows as well as the ones intraday. Brandon, what do you got, bud?
Another one in that category about to make a new high on the day. Collier Holdings here. Haven't seen this one all day, but nice look here. Coming up to 12.50. That prior high from way back when here. Decent volume behind this move as well. No significant news on this one either, but nice move today, up about 15%, guys.
Collier Holdings. Well, I'm watching for this little pullback here in an NCLH. I wasn't going to add until it got to VWAP. Now I might actually consider something in front of 23.50. So as it moves up, we might get a little bit more aggressive there. We also like an add through 24.10. I have mentioned that a couple of times. GNUS just made a move to take the top off there. It tried to pull back. I caught some shares on the way back up here, so my price ends up being 79 on this move. I might take a few shares off. I'll take a quarter off in front of 7 even if it goes. Otherwise, I want to hold the rest because this stock is a little bit crazy when it starts to run. I mean, the daily chart's complete insanity, obviously, but it is headed on the way back down in general. So you have to have an out. Mine is going to be at 650, so we'll risk about 30 pennies on this one, plus what could be some decent slippage given the way it moves. So 30, 40 cents worth of risk. That's why I'll take some out for 15, 20 cents, but I got to get more upside than that. That's why we'll see if we can't hold through a 7 even break. GNUS, as usual, just seems like it wants to keep going. I don't know why, but it is the price action you're seeing here, guys. Big time bounce continuing right now to work its way up to 7 even. I'll take some off and try to hold the rest.
Yeah, let's see 55.50 here on LVS. Would like to see that one get going here a little bit. Again, it stops at 54.91 there. Yeah, no surprise. Normally I do take these out ahead of the even dollar. This is a 25-cent winner. Starbucks continues to make the money. I mean, look at this reload here on Starbucks. Bang, bang there. So we'll hit our favorite stock logos. This one's not my favorite. I like the Tesla one. Maybe we should look at Tesla there. But Alex, have you traded any Tesla? That's a crazy stock. And I know a lot of our traders that maybe do have smaller accounts like to play options or so on. Have you dipped into options or are you just a straight equity kind of guy?
No, yeah, just straight up equity kind of guy.
Okay, yeah, options are pretty risky. It's like a null game. You can either get blown up or you make tons of money. But yeah, we stick to equities on our show as well. But was there any chart or anything that maybe you had up if you wanted to screen share with anybody at all? Or if there's anything you want to look at for the viewers? What trading platform do you use?
TD Ameritrade.
Okay.
Just because of their charts and they're free for right now.
Yeah, Thinkorswim, I think, right?
Yeah, Thinkorswim, excuse me, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's actually, yeah. I mean, most of our viewers will use that platform. Of course, we're using Day Trade the World here. Pro 8 is the platform. We have over 63 markets live, so you guys can hit us up over there as well. I'm going to check back on Simon Property Group. This was the big one. Last time we checked, it was at 90, and wow, 20% win here for me on the day. Plus.
Whoa, guys, there goes GNUS through $7.
Wow.
So still long at 78 here. I did hold out. We still have 3/4 of the position. The first leg, we're just going to get hit there for a quick 40-cent win. We were risking about that, so half off now, playing with house money. I should be moving my stop up here at some point, not to 7 even, but probably around break even. Not going to do that just yet. 750 is the next stop. I'll get some out in front of there, and then a hold. You guys love that term. I'll spell it the right way, not the crypto way. Brendan, you got something for us?
That stock is crazy. GNUS still going to the upside. Another one from the real estate group here, guys. Pennsylvania Investment Realty Trust. Also starting to go. Look at this, 46% today. This entire group very, very strong. Just broke $2 there on a decent volume spike. So that little tiny real estate group providing a lot of strength so far today, guys.
Yeah, that's that
Slap shot action. Hockey is coming back, and we're coming back with a bang here. High of day 735 now on GNUS. I want to see if we can get somewhere around 60 cents if we get the next leg to the upside there. That should be a big one for you. But we also still have that NCLH. It's pulling back. I think we get a shot at 2350 at some point on a reload. Slack is doing absolutely nothing right now, which is very similar to what happened to me in Cloudera. I do have to monitor that position because the relative weakness that it's showing cannot be ignored. This market is running. There's a lot of buy action here. So for no one to want to buy Slack when it's down 15%, is slightly perturbing to this position. I was giving it $1. I'm not changing that yet, but I might have to adjust my expectations at some point and can't ignore the tape right now.
I did want to give a shout out here. Woody Lim, if you guys can go to my screen here. This is why we build this community, guys. This is what I'm talking about here on Facebook. Look at this. Damn, Sean, great. 2 out of 2, great call. He scalped it out. So he got filled out here on Apple. This was just a couple minutes ago, buying 500 shares of Apple. Sell, 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 sell. Great trade, showing all the trades down here. Great little work there, guys. You could see a nice little 170 profit. Congratulations, Woody Lim. I mean, I'm getting a bunch of notifications on here. Everyone, 56 new followers today. A lot of people retweeting everything. So guys, great little job there. Woody Lim, shout out to you. And it's great to see that traders are actually taking these positions and cashing in with us. That means everything to me, guys. Not only am I destroying the markets, it's great to see the viewers. It's a free show. We like it when everybody makes money. What up, Brandon?
Sean, first thing you said when you sat down this morning, yeah, Valeria is dancing, apparently break dancing on the screen here. She's a good break dancer, yeah. One of the first things you said this morning, Sean, when you sat down was Dow's going to be up 1,000 points. Hey, guess what? Dow's up 1,000 points right now. DGLY, here's another one, guys. Alex, one thing I like to do this time of day specifically is look for stocks that are kind of jumping up with volume spikes and doing things that are outside the norm. DGLY, we talked about this one this morning. Look at the volume spike that just came in, guys. Through $2 up to $2.25 in a straight line there. That Vislink VSL or VISL, this is the same group. So they make the body cams for law enforcement. Popular topic right now, obviously, but DGLY just popping up, guys.
And they got me just now on that pullback. Thankfully, we took half this trade out, GNUS, near that little top. But break-even stop is going to stop me out. And I feel like is this one of those situations where it turns on a dime here? I don't really know. I mean, GNUS, I like to take profit on a day like today because you just don't know how far moves are going to extend. The market is trying to roll over to the downside here just a little bit through 3,200 if you're looking at the NASDAQ. So I don't want to get caught in a bit of a trap here. It's been a fantastic morning. You don't want to throw away too much of that profit. You have to put some risk to work here. Ultimately, when you see a setup, you do want to have to sit there and take it, because if you don't take your positive expectancy trades that are working out for you, you're just sort of throwing profit away in the long run. Even if you say I'm up as much as I want in the day, or I'm having a bad day, you can't just throw things. You can't throw the baby out with the bathwater, I guess is the way to look at it there. Do you have any particular, I want to say superstitions, Alex, but when it comes to a trading day, every trader has their own sort of particular method of going about doing business. Is there anything you got to do besides watch us in the morning every single day before you put trades on, before you put risk on? What's your process like? Is there anything you got to get done in the morning there?
I feel like if I have to have a routine in the morning, sometimes I would feel like if I don't get those things done, then I feel like it would leak into. So sometimes I just try to do as much less as I can do in the morning and just take in the day. Water. I know you guys do coffee, but I do water. And sometimes something to chew on, just to eat. And I think that's pretty much. Oh, and a notepad. And I got a little lucky, I guess, little Dalmatian thing that I'm supposed to look at before I hit the trade button, and I tried to at least do that.
That's cute. Yeah, we like that too. And we also have the water here as well. Trader TV mugs.
I'm out of water.
These are like, what camera are we on here? I don't know. Okay, this one. Hopefully we can sell these at some point as well. Trader TV water jugs here. So that's good luck. And I also have the good luck frog is back in the building. So we say what's up to that one. So you rub yours, we'll rub this one, and we'll take some nice little wins here with the good luck frogs coming through to play here. Apple, we'll get to Brandon in 1 second. Apple, I just want to give you guys, I'm going to get out if this does retrace back down. We're long right now, 328.56. It breaks 328, we're out. We've already taken big winner on this one. What up, Brandon?
It's been a busy week, guys, for IPOs. There was actually another one today. LEGN here on the NASDAQ just opened 66% already. We like to look at IPOs when they're above a certain value or IPO value. This one not that large, only in the millions. So doing some decent volume, about 2.5 million shares here. But LEGN just debuting, guys, on the NASDAQ.
Great catch here, Daryl. I know I see you there all the time scouting a bottom here on XSPA. Couldn't get the short here. I mean, it's one of those situations where you never know how far you have to cross, and these stocks are hard to get the short on these breaks when they're little cheap ones here at 235. But a hard bottom at 2. It's not a horrible place when you get that parabolic flush at some point to pick something up for the long trade. I just wouldn't give it past 2 even, obviously, in this situation. That seems like a reasonable stop to me. If it gets you all the way back to this little area here at 260, could be a further break through that 260 to 270 area. That's where I will stop out. XPCA was a losing trade for me. We tried it both ways. Neither one of them worked, so add that one to NIO, which was no good. Thankfully, it's been a good day everywhere else that we've played. But I am going to make a bit of an adjustment here in Norwegian. We just have Norwegian in Slack. Slack, of course, not going anywhere. We just took out we just took out a nice little win there, of course, in JNUS. But Norwegian is trying to bounce in front of VWAP. I mentioned 2350 would be a nice little reload, moving it up from the 25 mark. I did make that reload play here. I'm going to keep my stop below VWAP down here at 23.25. So we're risking 40 or 50 cents. If it breaks 24, we want to be out in front of high of the day at 24.50. That would give us about an 80-cent target on at least some of our shares there. So I like the risk to reward. Just got to watch the market coming back in here. It's lunchtime. Expecting bigger moves is usually not the best thing in the world. But on this day, absolutely anything can happen. Obviously, volatility is a lot higher today versus others, guys.
Yeah, we just take out right now some Hertz back down to the downside there. Valeria laughing here. But the one thing that everybody's wanting here, apparently on the chat, is this, Brendan. So here we go. This is what Brendan does. He shoots it out of the rear end there. So good job there, Brendan. That's why we're always standing behind him, catching everything that flies out of Brendan. So we definitely love that. I don't know what just happened, but these guys having a great time here. So you asked for it, and you get it there, Alex. What do you think of the work? You mentioned Brendan there. He uses the Icon terminal from Refinitiv, so that's like a Bloomberg terminal. What do you generally use for news, Alex, maybe besides listening to Trader TV Live?
I usually just have Yahoo Finance in the background.
Right.
Just to see what they have, and they just run all the ticks. And typically that's what I do. And Google, sometimes I'll just see what major headlines is on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. We do have and Brendan's done that again. We'll probably do another, we'll do a market wisdom, probably education there on news at some point. And that's the advantage that we do have. We keep talking about that over and over again. I love Hertz right here, guys. We just took some out. Again, this is our short. We've just been short everywhere. We're stuck on this short right now, but it doesn't matter. Hertz is one of my #1 stocks on the day today, and will continue to be that way because I'm not going to take too much more risk, but I do like a breakthrough of 295. So we'll see if that does happen. I think it is once again time for us to throw it to Brendan.
Oh wow! I need that button. I need that button on mine. VREX. A lot of stocks making day highs right now, guys. Just popping up on a screener here. VREX up about 5.5%. Volume coming into this one as well. 17.5. Just taken out. Big offer was sitting there, got blasted right through. VREX day highs. We also had, there was one other one. I'll check back in, but this one, guys, up on an offering. So a little bit of a trend today. We've seen 2 or 3 symbols have an offering in the pre-market, but then continue to the upside. So a lot of strength market-wide, guys.
I might not have XSPA off the bottom at 2 even, but I'm looking squarely at that breakdown at 235. I'm looking to take it when it breaks that to the upside. And then, I think that trade for me, I'm not giving it too much past 225 or so. It looks like it wants to go right now. So I'll grab some shares here at 36. It could be a situation where on consolidation above 235, it may give me a shot to add to this one, but a little bit late to the party, so I can't risk too much here in terms of a distance. I'm not giving it to $2. That's not very reasonable. I think if it breaks 225, there's probably another trade in there at some point, but that was the level from before 235. So going to jump in at 36, risk about 10 pennies, see if it can't get above 250, and from there you can make a 15 to 30 cent win up to VWAP there, guys. So that's the structure of my trade. I think if it bounces back below that 225 and I'm out, and it makes another bottom above 2 even, so a higher low, I'd probably jump in again. But for now, we'll just ride with the winner that we got on. NCLH moving back to the upside, going to take some off in front of 24. I still want to add on dips to 50. I want to add on a break of 24 on the way up to 24.50. And I see it across the screen. That means Brennan's got something for us.
Oh man, I can't get rid of it. I can't get rid of it. Just saw somebody was asking about this one, VISL, Vislink in the chat there. We're sitting, guys, right at $1. So obviously a big round number, $1 acting as support on VISL. This was a great fade trade if you had it off of the open. Even this little pop to the upside, 150 and then 170, we were looking at as resistance for a nice move back to the downside. But yeah, big time support, obviously, $1. DGLY in this same group we just mentioned, moving to the upside. Guys.
We're going to off a little bit of a shot here to the upside. We take a long on Microsoft, and again, you know, this is the first trade we've had on this today. It's looking like this 185.20 might be some kind of support. I don't really want to hold it too much through this. Maybe we'll give it all the way to 185 and change. But right now, long softy. Really, my only position of any kind of value at this time is this long Microsoft. So we'll wait to see what that wants to do. We've already hit Apple for the big winner. Shout out to William there, or what. I think that's what it was on our Twitter page there. I'll talk to you after the show as well. But yeah, we're going to wait to see. Here's that Apple long, guys, that we talked about. I hope you're still holding it. We still go higher, higher, higher. Apple long. We take that at 328.50. So that was $1 in the money. We did ring the register on that one. Hertz, we did ring the register again on this one as well as we get out basically perfect here as we go. A nice little out on the bottom, 295 and change. So as it keeps going, here we go. One other name. Oh, you talked about this. The banks today just... Wow. We waited for this one to go. Someone said talk about your personal holdings. I don't mind doing it, so we can do that right here. I'm long JPM, so there we go. We're long JPM, and I actually started buying some down here in the 80s and 90s. So now that, once again, I love this kind of a break. When you see this kind of a break here on a daily chart, plus you're above the 50-period moving average on a simple moving average, that's a great little long. So starting at 100, 104 here, we're back up today. Did we get as high as 116 today? Wow. We'll probably dump some JPM. I just like to buy high quality names that will also pay a dividend. What I'm talking about is for long-term accounts. I do have a fun account as well, a little slush account that we go back and forth. And I'm actually short the market in that one. So that one's not working out well. We may average in today. This market is just crazy. But yeah, only a couple minutes left. Alex, is there anything you're holding long-term yourself, or are you just still in day trade mode?
Still in day trade mode.
All right.
I think the crazy market right now is kind of got me a little bit of fear on the little, I guess, a bull trap.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm trying to go short, but my shorts keep getting blown up. So,
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Join us for the market. Are you going to be joining us for the premiere here? We have a premiere dropping just after 12 o'clock. I would love to see you in. I'd be disappointed, quite frankly, Alex, if you did not. So just tell me yes, and we can be happy.
I asked you.
Yes.
There we go. Yes, good.
There
job
was
there.
no other
Hit
answer
the
to that
confetti.
question. I know what people are asking about GNUS every single time here, so I'm going to come back to this name. It's coiling up, tight range right now. At this time of day, Hertz yesterday was in it just stopped moving. It was very, very volatile, 2-3 cent range. And when it broke out, it literally went $1. It was a 100% move. I only caught half of it like a chump. But GNUS, I'm not saying it'll do the same thing, but there is 0% chance that 680 to 7 even is going to hold for much longer. At some point, it's going to break up. I think to the upside, you're probably looking at 10 or teens for a breakout would be a little bit safer. But 680 to the downside, I'll probably be taking a shot through that one. We just had one trade today. It was a long, half out for a win. The other half was break even. Now I'm looking at a 680 breakdown on GNUS. I'll probably look at 715 on a break high, but I have to take some out in front of the high of the day in case it can't go through. I think you're taking breakouts through high of the day until it stops working. On GNUS, that's been working every day for a little while now, but here comes that 680 mark. I got my order ready to go. We're going to go short when 680 breaks on GNUS.
Me and Valeria are going back and forth there. She's cracking up on something. So I don't know if you guys have gotten her going, but that's a good job if you have. Oh, and I want to say a big shout out to everybody today. And bang, there it goes. We floss it off again. Microsoft, here we come, baby. 20 cents. We take some off. Now let's keep going to the upside here. Microsoft a little slow to the party. Let's get to 186, and then we'll celebrate yet again, guys. Another big win here. But what I wanted to say was, wait a minute. We're winning at 71 here as we go. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Today, a big super chat day. I want to thank everybody for that AAL call. Well, thank myself, but thank you guys for giving that super chat back on AAL. That was a fantastic trade. We really look forward to that. We're doing the show for free here. So, we talked about adding to Valeria's slush fund here. Oh, that's another thing. When we're ready, can we get Valeria on the screen? Because I want to ask her exactly what she orders from Starbucks. So, Rob, get that camera ready. We could throw it to right now. Valeria, what's up?
Okay, guys, so my Starbucks drink to go is, I haven't been in Starbucks for so long.
Don't cry. Oh, look what you guys are doing, man.
So it's blonde roast.
You're making her cry.
Grande blonde roast in a venti cup so I can put cream. It's 2 brown sugars, 2 caramel syrup, and 2 hazelnut syrup.
Jesus, what? Okay, so guys, about those super chats, you need to double or triple them because I don't know how much a shot costs, but Valeria for the win. So I'm going to do one of my favorite things. She likes it. Hopefully this doesn't break the computer again, but there's Valeria Batman for you. She's in the building there, Alex. So do you like Starbucks? I mean, in my opinion, they're the best coffee besides little mom and pop shops. But as far as all the chains are concerned, Starbucks by far number one. Do you drink any Starbucks at all?
But usually I drink it just black.
There's sweet, and then there's what Valeria's talking about. That's not Starbucks. That's just sugar. It's literally you just inject sugar into your veins, and that's all you need to do right there. You don't even need the coffee. But hey,
Injected with Starbucks.
if that's what you enjoy, that's what you enjoy. You got to do it. We enjoy throwing it to Brendan because he's always got the straight goods. What do you got there, bud?
I gained 5 pounds just hearing that order from Valeria there. Oxy, guys, the energy group as a whole still going at this time of day. Look at the volume still behind this move in Oxy, 31% to the upside. $20 just got blown out to the upside on Oxy, guys.
Oh, Brendan. I know.
That's a bit of an inside joke around here.
I actually had no idea that it was about all of that. So good job there on Valeria, and that's why we're here, guys, having fun together. And thank you to Valeria and everybody for participating in my daily rant there. So that's what it was there, Starbucks and Valeria. So again, thank you guys for all the super chats. We're getting ready to wrap this show up here, and it'll be at 12 o'clock. But today is a different day. We're doing a premiere once again. They've been so super successful. The 4 of us will be joining everybody in the chat. Valeria, once again, I keep saying it, but keep dropping the link. I know you're doing that. If you do want to join us like Alex is right now as guest of the day, you can also send in a message there. And we don't bite, right, Alex? It's been pretty good so far today. We want more and more.
No, we don't bite, but every now and then we got to jump in. And GNUS does what it does. Another flush. 680 was the short. Took some out there in front of that 50 mark. So 58 for a 30-cent win. 20-cent win. Then we got the 30-cent win. Then when it broke 650, I'm still holding on to half the position. Last time I did that, I got a break-even stop on the second half. So we'll see if we can do a little bit better. I might give it some room here. We'll give it maybe to 690 instead of a break-even at 680. Next stop would be back down here at about 615 or so. So if it gets there, we'll get it all out in front. So another opportunity. Only a couple of trades for me in JNUS. So I've tried not to be as active because I think I over-traded it yesterday. Either way, 2 for 2 on this name with only about 5 minutes to go. Remember, stay tuned. We're doing a trailing stop video. We're going to be live on the chat as well. And Alex is now forced to come in. Otherwise, you don't want to see what Sean's going to do to you if you don't come in. Of course, I'm just joking around, guys. We have a lot of fun here. If you have any questions, just jump on the chat and let us know what those might be live, as we're going to be all there involved in the chat. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, don't hesitate to let us know. We're here for you guys. We have fun doing it.
Yeah, we're here, and I'm here for you as well, guys. Look at Microsoft. Nice little long here, 185.40. I wonder if you took that again, just like that. One of our last traders there tweeted at me. He made big time money there off of the Apple trade. Right now, people, here's Woody Lim again right now. Wow, Woody Lim. I don't know. I mean, we're giving you shout outs here, but nice little day. Look at this. Apple, Boeing, CCL, big day on mRNA here. Starbucks, yeah, that one fell down. Zoom, great trade on Zoom. We gave that one to you at 2:02 early on in the morning time. So big shout out there, guys. Follow me. I'll put you guys up, no problem, on this show. We'll put you guys up there. Follow us for sure on Twitter. I see someone mention that today maybe some of the cannabis names are going downside. So we're going to hit this cannabis Batman as it's, there it goes, coming through. Let's check out CGC, the big boy. This is where most of my money is parked in. I had this name long at $6 in Canada. And what's it in Canada right now? Like I said, I was long $6. Do the math. We could probably figure that. It's probably like $22 or so. Let's see what is that. Yeah, $22.56 right now. Weed.to coming through. Let's see if this one can't take off the top side as well. One other name, SpaceX. We're going to check that out. It's not SpaceX, it's space. It's Virgin Galactic. 15.95 not going. I'm waiting for this name to go as well, but let's throw it back over to Brendan, I think, for earnings.
Yeah, there was a note actually from Jefferies on CGC today, just updating their current quarter forecast for their earnings. Wasn't a big deal, but yeah, weed names across the board pretty weak on Friday. Guys, let's have a look at what's coming up mostly Monday on the earnings side of things. Not a lot on this board, but we are still in earnings season here, so. A few names. Is that a dog that I hear in the background?
Yeah. Come here, Jupiter. Come here.
Your dog is very excited about
Let's see the
season.
dog. Come on.
What's your dog's name?
Jupiter. Come here, Jupiter.
Jupiter. Here's my dog until, yeah, is Jupiter coming? Here we go. Go to mine here.
Coming.
Cockapoo right now, 9 months old on my screen. We'll get Jupiter. Is he there? There he is. Yeah, let's get him on. Where's Jupiter? Let's get Jupiter on here really quickly.
Jupiter, come here, Jupiter. Hey, Jupiter.
Whoa, he's a big guy.
Wow.
Dalmatian
He's
there.
a Dalmatian.
Sweet.
Yeah,
That's a beautiful.
She's 2 years old.
Beautiful dog, and then she shows us that. Okay, yeah, good job.
Of course.
Good job there, Jupiter. I've got this little guy here. She's female, Belle, Cockapoo, 9 months old. Just got a haircut today, so that's why she's like, huh? First ever haircut. Apparently, she was lots of drama, so. That makes sense. Okay, Brendan, back to earnings there. There wasn't anything too exciting. Do we still have that screen up or no? If not, forget about it. There we go. Thank you, guys. Wow, that was good. Enzo, I know a dude named Enzo. Shout out to my Italian friend there, Enzo. Other than that, I don't see much on there for me. But you know what? With the way the market's moving, we don't need many names. We'll just continue to trade what we do here on the day. Yeah, anything there familiar to you at all, Alex?
Since I'm in the wedding industry, excuse me. No, that was TIFF. That was yesterday.
Yeah, TIFF, yeah. Yeah, there's not much.
Yeah, there really isn't that. There isn't that much, but you know what there is, of course. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, there is our live premiere of trailing stops that you can use. And maybe if I use a trailing stop in GNUS, I wouldn't take the win on the first half and then get stopped out in the second half. I could have, instead of break even, still made some money on the second half of those trades. So stay tuned. Jump into the other channel. Valeria will be dropping that link, and we're going to be there live answering your questions. Look, it's been an absolutely fantastic week. It's been an absolutely fantastic day as well, but there's one thing that we always have to do before we get out of here, and I have a weakness, and this is going to be exposed right here. Valeria, what day is it today?
So hey guys, and hello Alex, I love your dog, and Tron, you have a very pretty dog also. Guys, you can participate also and become our next trader guest. Send your request at marketing@tradertv.live, and of course join us for premiere video about trailing stop orders right after the show. I send the link, so hit it at the end of this show. And as usual, I'm saying what national day is today. So every first Friday of June, we celebrate National Donut Day. Happy Donuts Day, guys.
Happy what?
Donut
Day. Oh,
apple fritter. That is the greatest pastry in the world.
There might be some.
I don't see an apple fritter on there, but I feel like that's horrible. It should be there. I eat them by the dozen if I can. That's just what I'm rolling with there. Do you guys have favorite donuts you like?
I don't mind that sugar twist. That was there. We have something called Canadian maple here. Yeah, sugar twists are horrible. You said?
No, good.
Good. Okay. Wow, me and you are going to go to blows here. But no, that's great. No, we're just playing around. Yeah, sugar twists are great there. And again, look, we have the premiere coming up. I know you'll be on with it too, Alex. And again, thank you for everything that you've been doing today on the show. We invite more guests as well. Is there anybody you wanted to shout out here before we take off here, Alex?
friends and family, the crew, from you guys and the background. I know production is key. And that's what really turned me on to this. Friends, I know. Actually, I was gonna say, yesterday you mentioned that female traders have a good success rate. So I messaged a whole bunch of my female friends, and I hope that actually they get started or do something, or at least look into it, because I think. I mean, at least what I really want to do is my wife and I to become a team like you guys, Sean and Neil, because I've seen you guys' videos between you guys would sit right next to each other and
soon
and trade. Yeah.
We used to call it the cockpit, like the Millennium Falcon, but obviously we have to do our part. You got to make sure the show goes on, so that's what we're doing over here, guys. Thank you for that. Honestly, if we can get some of our female traders, I know you're there. We see you chatting. If you want to be on here, just like Alex, who's done a fantastic job, throw us a nod, and we'll see if we can't bring you on as a guest trader of the day. But we got to get to that premiere in just a minute or so. For down the line, thank you for bringing Donut Day there, Valeria. Sean, as always, dropping that fruit salad look. We're all going to be on that chat in just a little bit. And Brendan with the best graphic out of all of them to come across that screen.
Guys, I'm going to jump in here. 40 seconds or 45 seconds until that video starts. So go over right now, hit that link that Valeria's been pumping, and we're gonna teach you all about trailing stops. So go right now.
Absolutely. I'm Neil Roberts, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Trader TV Live. We'll see you next week. Watch that premiere video right now.